Now that is the way to start an evening. Hello, everybody. Happy time zones. Wonderful to see you. Welcome back. What's a good word? How's everybody doing? I trust you all are well. Had an excellent start to your Monday, I hope. Started a little bit later than I had originally wanted to, but nonetheless, here we are. Einhell Keep. We're doing this first. After this, field exercise, possibly Heimdall, more likely than not. Fan on, cause it's warm. Fresh bald, who dis? Guys, how's it going, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I also have to work on my Master Roshi voice. I was thinking about that today, too. I gotta try really hard. There will always be carnage. Do. What's up, Ocean Gale? How are you guys? Hang on. Can't wait to have my old IEMs back, man. Oh, it's this part in the game. So, okay, so I happened to see this video earlier, and so they had I don't remember exactly how they had Yuna. They had Yuna built like Laura. Like they had Yuna as like a Laura build, like a DPS build, which I thought was unique. And then they had Kurt as the evasion tank, which is also fine. But I found that was quite interesting. Very, very interesting. Gonna be lurking on most part today to watch my Titans hopefully pull an upset this evening on the Bills. But best vibes to you in chat, Neo. Yo, Victorio's secret? Get after it, big dog. I need Stefan Diggs to not do shit so I can beat my father-in-law in fantasy. So, let's do it. Together. Okay. Yeah, we get it anyway, I think. Cat jam, cat vibe, we are doing. From what I've seen in this game, you can build anyone, anything you'd like. Yeah, dude, I thought it was interesting. And I was like, oh, wow. I was like, that is very interesting, though. Yo, Daft, what's happening, fam? How you doing, bub? What's going on? Tired? Me too, dude. It was a bit of a long day. Schwarzer, are you ready to begin? No, not yet. You seem tired. Did you stay up all night? You shouldn't push yourself too much when George isn't around. This is nothing. I was able to discover quite a bit about that ion. The white ion? You've been researching that since last month. Hallelujah, it's working tonight. Yo, Dark Fantasy Realms? What's happening, fam? How are you? Good to see you, buddy. I'm glad it's working for you tonight. That was awfully strange. Did you discover something about its power to manipulate space? There's one thing I can say for certain. The ion itself does not contain any sort of mechanism that would allow it to manipulate space. What? Invalid? The Brotherhood appears. What's happening, dude? Though it has some suspicious components, they don't grant it the ability to perform such feats as teleportation and erase things from existence. Oh, look, it's op. Imagine. In other words, that machine alone is incapable of creating miracles. Which then begs the question, where did those abilities come from? Yo, Gaming's 5, Chapter 4, fam. Bet. Best believe it. I did hear a rumor about a Zero child who possessed the power of Crossbell Septarian. Just woke up about 30 minutes ago. It's 1:50 a.m. and I start my new job at 7:30 a.m. Oh, bro. Do your best to go and get some shut-eye, dude. For real. I hope the first day at the new job kicks ass. And that power was then channeled to the original ions, giving them extraordinary strength. If all that's true, then do you think that the same thing is happening now? Yes, that is almost undoubtedly the case. Something is imbuing these new mortals of Ion with power. I'm certain the key to all this lies in the spirit veins. When we consider the concept of orbital energy, both time and distance are completely irrelevant. But at the moment, I can't even begin to fathom the source these machines are drawing so much power from. The Society's experiments were most likely simple proof of concept trials. Look at my text later? Well, whack, no. I can't do that now, bro. No way, dude. For real? Bro, whack. That's awful, man. I'm gonna have to hit him up tomorrow. I'm sure he's gonna be busy. Damn, dude. That sucks, man. I'm so fucking sorry. Fuck, man. Whack, how are you and the family doing, though? Guess what me and the fiance just closed on a house with 50 acres of land. Yo, Elric, congratulations to you and the missus. 50 acres? That is like my fucking dream right there, dude. I want like 3 acres of grass, and then I want the other 47 acres all like woods. Thank you, Professor. This information will be a big help. You really are an amazing person. Enough. It's not as though I didn't have some ample clues to go off of. Something similar happened in Liberl. The incident Albert's grandchild was involved in was also an experiment the Society was carrying out. An artifact known as the Gospel had a similar role. Yeah, Whack, you ain't kidding, man. I'm fucking sorry, brother. Oh, I heard something similar from a bracer. What about the Pleroma grass? In Crossbell, they said something about it bringing you closer to the divine. That doesn't interest me at all. It's completely removed from my field. You're on your own there. Yo, Game is Lost, what's happening, bud? How are you, man? I'll take 700 acres of undeveloped land and rebuild it to ranch and farm. 700 acres, imagine, dude. Whew. It's called South Dakota. I was gonna say, why not like Minot in North Dakota? I suppose so, but anyways, thank you for all the information. I wasted too much time talking. Are you not here for the keep trial? Ah, right. From the sound of it, you're just about coming up on a breakthrough, huh? Yes, I've gotten quite a bit of valuable data by this point. Today's trial will be a good summary of everything so far for both Class 7 and my 4th disciple. Tita? What does she have to do with today's trial? You haven't heard? I see. If that is all, we will begin the trial now. Inform me when you're ready. Alright, Captain Asshole. Very well. Today's trial will be a good summary of everything so far. If there are no issues, I will begin immediately. Are you ready? A summary of everything Class 7 has learned so far. And for some reason, Tita's involved too. Yo! Wacko, thank you for the fucking gifted sub to Dark Fantasy Realms, babe. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bro, Wacko, what are you doing, bro? Jeez. Whack. Dude. Wacko. Thank you for the gifted sub to Sergeant X. Thank you for the gifted sub to Ragor. Ragor. Sorry. Yo, thanks, big dog. You don't have to do that, man. Anyway, once I start this, I won't have time for anything else. Are we ready? Yeah, I'm ready to begin. Then gather your students here. It is time. I trust you have it ready. Yes, I'm ready, or I will be in 10 minutes or so. You have 5, that is all. That definitely sounds like a typical conversation between them, but what could they be talking about? Reen called Class 7 together and waited at the keep. Rhea, you beautiful human, you, what's shaking, babe? How are you? Good to see you. Happy time zones. Happy Monday. I've been looking forward to this. I'm getting a little excited. I'm glad to see everyone so pumped up. It seems today's trial will be a culmination of every trial thus far. If that's true, then it's the best way to show off everything we've learned.
Thank you for waiting.
Dude, is Tita gonna join the party? Something's coming. Is that... Dude, is this... Oh my god! Bro, this isn't... Oh my goodness, adorable. This isn't the same orb... I mean, it looks similar, but it doesn't... This isn't the same orbital gear she had in Sky the Third, was it? Or is it? I feel like the one in Sky that, like, in the Star Door, it was orange. It's the Mark III. Holy fuck, man. Oh my god, let's go. The automatic balancer is working like a charm. I'd say it passes the basic movement test. Oh, wow. Dude, Tita was almighty. Now she just got even more almighty. Is this the thing you said you were working on? Yep, this is the bipedal armor unit called the Orbital Gear, originally developed by the ZCF. This is actually the third prototype. Reminds me of Albert's designs. It seems flying this in from Liberl to work on, it has finally paid off, It looks armed. Wait, does that mean... Tita, are you going to join us today? Yes, I asked you and the others earlier today. Wow. Due to the Orbital Gear's current design, I thought a small squad would be perfect size for gathering data. I see, it looks like a completely different kind of machine, well, compared to the Panzer Soldats. We got permission from the professor, so I figured now is the perfect chance. So, we have a request, instructor. Might we conduct the trial without your assistance? Huh? Yo, Elric, thank you very much for gifting that sub to Runic Tablet, dude. No, thank you very, very much, everybody, man. Fucking A. Thank you. Yeah, when you come along, you tend to snatch all the glory for yourself. Besides, we feel we've grown a lot from our experience at the Naval Fortress the other day. We just figured it would be nice for you to be watching us at our best. Let us know how strong we can be without your help. Please. You guys. Bro, literally, we have no choice. Reen got benched. Alright, I respect your wishes. I can't say I don't want to go in there with you, but I guess this is part of my duties as your instructor, too. Really? This shtick again? What are you, some overprotective parent? Hey, give me a break. I'm still in my first year of teaching. All right, let's start the briefing. Brief me, baby. Oh my gosh, dude, Tita's coming with us. I'm so hyped on it. For today's trial, the orbital gear will be set to follow you. You will board it during combat. Be sure to thoroughly test its operations. Yes! Wow, it's way more high-tech than I expected. It's very versatile, in a different way from Clam Soleus. I'll be watching you all from the control room. I'll do my best to navigate you in Tita's stead, but be sure to be cautious. In addition, we can test our remote orders. Remote orders? As in using the Arcus 2's order function remotely? It should be possible in theory. Demonstration tests on it have been performed. There's no reason to not contribute to improving the Foundation's technology. Understood. Even when we're apart, it'll be as though you're right there by my side. Alright, bro, gotta get back to watching these robots. Talk to you later. Yo, Whack, I love you. hit me up tomorrow when you're awake before you go to work, would you please? Just so we can catch up, do a little chit-chat, you know what I'm saying? I love you. Thank you. Be good. Hey, stay safe at work. All right, my man? Stay excellent. I love you. 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 I love you a lot. Yeah, I'll try it out to see what the big deal is. Well, that's it for the briefing. Do I want a Mike's Hard Black Cherry or Cocoa with Bailey's? Cocoa with Bailey's all day long. That sounds wonderful. As usual, take the elevator down when you're ready to start.
This will be another sort of test for Class 7, just like the exams. Class 7, and Tita too. Show us how strong you've become.
Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah!
Pleased to join you all.
Dude, Tita, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Teamy. So let me get this straight. Dude, Tita is like the tankiest tank to ever tank. She's got 17,000 HP. Are you fucking dicking me right now? Omega Arm, Gothic Suit, Dark Loafers. Bruh. Yeah, dude, let's just give her another 1,000 HP while we're at it. Holy fuck, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Let's, why don't we do... Let's do, Dark Emblem and... Jesus, I don't know, man. Gladiator headband? Sure, why not? Or... Yeah, let's do an evergreen. Perfect. Reen is in reserve, huh? Imagine that. Curdy Bo Birdie, you out. Let's take a look at our tactics. Well, that being said... Yeah, you know Tita's gonna be at the fucking front of the line, dude. Her Brave Order is broken as hell, too. Oof. Considering it feels like it might snow again, Coco sounds perfect now that you've said that. Yo, Rhea, send some this way, would you? Give her the headband. Let's, oh my gosh. How apropos invalid. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Bro? Instead of the Dark Emblem. No, instead of the Evergreen. No. Well, oh, wait a minute. Can I set up her? No, she's good to go. Break machine. Imagine. Yo, can she? Awesome, bro. How are you, man? It's good to see you. Instead of... We'll leave the Evergreen instead of Dark Emblem. Yeah, let's do the bandana. The Gladiator. Actually, let's do True Gladiator. Yeah. Mobius X, she's so... Bro, dude, I didn't even admittedly imagine that. Huh? Holy shit, man. Dude, she is incredible. I can't wait for this. All right, I think, let's take a look. See if she's got any outfits, huh? No, nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. Still adorable. Low ponytail, messy top knot. Oh, dude, it doesn't even match her hair. Yuck. Dude, it's not even the matching hair color. How can you do that? 7:05 full dark. Dude, Rhea, it was all dark at 7 o'clock here as well.
I'm going.
I got this.
Yes. All right.
Just as a quick note on the orbital gear, occasionally due to the size of it, other characters can't get around its hitbox to attack an enemy that ordinarily they can. Yeah, I think that works. Remember when I said something, strong returning characters get nerfed and weak returning get buffed? Tita violates that rule. She was bonkers in the third and completely broken here. When you don't have to spend a turn to get to the orbital gear, she's just insane. It's so good. It's so good to see her, dude. Scarlet Nexus is one I'm hoping to pick up myself, Kenji. Come Steam sale time. Dude, I need to, I can't wait to see what her S-Craft is. Satellite beam? This thing is fucking bonkers, bro. And this song is an absolute heater, too. With her weapon, you get advantage on all fights with her, bro. So she's like an even more cracked out version of Sharon. She's like a stunned Sharon. Well, Sharon from Cold Steel 2. All right, we're finally gonna get this show on the road. Based on our previous expeditions, we can assume that level 4 will be quite challenging. Gaming's 5, I need to add that as well too, dude. No kidding, the monsters wandering around here seem pretty intense. This is Reen, can you hear me? Could probably use some armor in front of the pilot. Ambulance. Yeah, maybe. Yo, look at Reen with a headset. Thank you for calling Initech. Just a moment. Looks like you guys are at the starting point now. We'll begin navigation. I can give you combat orders from here, but you'll need to figure out the timing yourselves. Understood. Please be gentle with us. Make use of the machine's various armaments as the situation demands. The best way to determine if they meet your standards is to test them yourself. Holy smoke, dude. David, thank you so very much for that raid, man. What's happening, everybody? How are you? Happy time zones. David, thank you so very much for entrusting your community here with us, man. Welcome in. David, you were playing Pixel Remaster again, weren't you? You rascal. 4, you know it's my fave too, dude. But for anybody that's new here, welcome. I'm Neomatter. Primary content here is a variety of RPGs, mostly turn-based. But we won't shy away from action RPGs as well, as we chip away at the backlog after we get through this playthrough of the Legend of Heroes Trails of series. So, we usually broadcast Sunday through Thursday. We start around 9 p.m. Eastern. We go till up about midnight, so... I'm just here for the points. It's 2 a.m. Good night. Yo, is it Martinist 1988? Thanks, my dude. I appreciate it. Welcome in. And good night. Yo, Serena Vox, thank you very much for that follow, dude. Welcome to Brutopia. Glad to have you here. And yes, as Martinist said, we are doing a giveaway at the completion of Trails of Cold Steel 3. You have to be in chat in order to claim the dub. Not tonight, like when we come, like, I'm sure I'll get a better idea that we're going to be finishing up, and I'll let everybody know on Twitter here. You guys can follow if you have not. YouTube is used for uploading of our VODs. And we're raffling off 2 $50 Steam gift cards, so any pints, invalid, thank you much for dropping that link. You guys can click that, see various ways to accrue pints and how much tickets are, etc., etc., so... Welcome in. It's great to see you guys, and thank you very much for being here. And, David, again, thank you so incredibly much, man, for entrusting your community here with us. I greatly appreciate it. I'm very humbled. I also do some very shoddy and some also pretty fucking good voiceovers. If I may give myself a pat on the back. Right. Oof. Is it Lassa Lorax? I hope I got that right. Thank you very much for that follow, bud. Appreciate it. Welcome to Brutopia. Glad to have you here. This will be my first time on this side of the loudspeaker, but it's nice to be able to work with you guys. Yes, we'll be relying on you. After all, you're one of the people who saved LeBurl. From the sound of it, we need to put that machine of yours through its paces. Your Arcus 2 can do combat links just fine, yeah? Yep, everything's good to go. All right, let's get started then. All right, Class 7, T to 2. Let's do this. Right.
There are 2 main paths, one of which is a dead end. Check the data on the map I sent you.
Understood.
All right. Look at that data. Imagine. I'm pretty sure everybody's... No, everybody's still good to go. Yeah, we're good. Let's just get after it.
There!
Skadoosh!
An opening!
And while we're still at it, some shining palm action.
What's that light?
Sure.
Blast Force. 8 turns, damage plus 40%, strength and defense up. Wow. Okay. Ah! And what is her... Oh, dude, she doesn't have an S-Craft. Imagine. If there was one thing about Tita, she is an effing snail. Is she? Meh. I mean, look at the size of that thing, bro. She's like, hey, gang. How's it going?
It's my turn. Yeah! Let's go!
A Godzilla-sized snail? Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I'm going.
Wampa.
My chance! It's mine!
Scoodly-boosh.
It's my turn! Ah! Our chance! Keep going!
Whack.
My turn.
Bro, it didn't vanish, though? That's a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
super
my
dead
turn.
now, so there's that.
Ah!
I'm not gonna lie,
Our
though.
chance!
Tita does
Keep
get in the
going.
way, camera angle-wise.
Yes!
Oh, it's a Zero Arts? Imagine.
Do it.
Boost it. I put it right behind the others, and it wasn't an issue for me, really. Okay. I'll most certainly keep that one in mind.
Good work, everyone.
Level ups. Yay, Gloom. And now we get Galleon for it, imagine. So I've been lurking, but wanted to say hi, no matter how are you, my handsome bald friend. Yo, Lothar's, Lieutenant Handsome Face, all is well, dude. How are you and the family? I hope you guys are good. Brigid, maxed it. Let's go. Twice per battle, we can get a max of 200 CP. All right.
I did it!
Not.
I grew a little. Stats updated.
Day off, so did some yard work, which was nice.
must
Good,
train
man. Good to
even
hear.
more.
Adulting, am I right?
That takes care of that. Continuing the search. Ah!
She's actually
Wide open.
Oh, I mean, I just low-key want to use it.
Get him! Blast
For October,
force!
it was like 60 degrees. Dude, it was 58 degrees here, and I loved every second of it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God.
It's my turn now.
Vital Cannon. Oh, wow. Okay. Heavy Excel. Delay plus 20. Okay. Shaft Grenade.
Sorry.
Bro. Good grief.
It's my turn.
Holy smokes.
Yeah! Our chance! Keep going!
Dude, she's so adorable, and I've missed her so... Dude, that Orbital Cannon.
Wow, Tita, that was incredible! I'm just happy I could help.
I missed it so much. Hang on. I need to... I mean, while Rena's in reserve, like... He's in reserve. We'll still be, like... Will we still be able to level up Master Quartz with him as reserve? Or is it just for support characters? Dude, Dan. Of course, I want to see the cannon, bro. She uses the cannon while on the map? Oh, facts. Let's go. Well, that we still get to level up anywho. Rule of thumb applies. If you can swap them in during combat, the Master Quartz will level up. Gotcha. All right. Sophia. I mean, might as well level up Mobius. Might as well. Burr at 6 degrees Celsius with a wind chill of 2 degrees, which is for you people 43 and 36. I'll take it. That's good. Oh yeah, Dunamis maxed it. Professor Schmidt will eventually be charged with crimes against humanity, and he's arrested. He'll still speak condescending to those arresting him.
It's my turn now. There!
Yes, dude. It lobs fireballs. That's so good, dude.
There!
Yes. Bro, my bad. Whoops.
Pow!
Wide open!
Holy crap, dude.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Let's just get him. Get him with the getting.
You can't escape! Fire! Our chance! Keep going!
Whack.
Sure. Ha!
I'd be fine with 6 degrees, but that wind slices right through. Yeah, wind always gets me. The cold isn't terrible, yeah, but when that wind kicks up, it's bad, dude. It's the same thing during summertime, like with the humidity. It could be a dry heat and I'd be all right with it, but the humidity hits me and it's like, I am a miserable prick.
Sure.
And I need the stuff to go away immediately.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
My turn.
I used to live in North Dakota. Wind chill is the worst. Dude, DC Rising, were you anywhere near Minot? Because I had a friend in the service. He was out in Minot. I was like, what's out in Minot? And he was just like, nothing. I was like, no, really? I was like, what do you do? He's like, nothing. I was like, oh, alrighty then.
Hey, you!
Yeah, DC. Yeah, he was in the Air
Rest
Force.
in peace!
He went from being stationed in Aviano, Italy, which was beautiful, by the way, to getting sent to Minot, North Dakota. Where we live is similar to Montana. Bro, I need to go.
Yeah!
Lothars, I'm gonna bring my sleeping bag and I'm sleeping on your floor.
Our chance! Keep going! Wow, Tita, that was incredible!
Bam, chicka.
There! Charging complete!
Dude, oh my gosh, let's all get to, like, dude, that's still like, that's a dream, man. That's why I'm hoping, like, there will be some cons in the future that we can
Treasure
all maybe
located.
go to meet up eventually, somehow, some way. I would love it. I have to drive 10 minutes to get to nothing? I mean, but Rhea, what if we're there? Are we nothing? Please don't say yes. That would devastate me. The Bald Con? We can do it. We can do Master Roshi Con.
There!
Roshi Con 2021.
Wide open!
I have spare beds. You're both welcome to visit. Until last year, I had gone to PAX East like 8 years in a row. Yo, DC, imagine we bumped into each other. Didn't even know.
Arcus activate!
Sure.
Here I go! Arcus activate! It's my turn now. Arcus activate!
Do it!
Heading out Ohio sometime next year for the relatives, but that's about it. Well, where in Ohio? My brother and sister-in-law used to live out there. They were in, I think it was Westerville.
I'm going. There!
It was a nice area. I liked it, man.
Chia!
And the grocery store out there was called Giant Eagle, but I kept calling it Golden Eagle. And they had a, not a brewery, but dude, they had like taps in the building. Like right there. I was like, oh, cool. They're like, yeah, this is local. I was like, this is amazing. I don't want to leave you. Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee. And I don't mean to. I don't mean to.
Yay!
So the way that thing just disappeared reminds me of those kids underneath Heimdall. Those ones that we bumped into. Or that we saw, I should say. Zerul Cannon.
Yeah, I did it! I got a...
Nice.
I grew a little.
Nice.
Stats updated.
Why attack arts? You can ram them with Vita.
I must train even more.
Or with Tita, excuse me. I would like to... Never mind. I'm not going to say that. Hang on. You know what I need to do, though? Tritty Bo Birdie. You're going to be our... we need more Sepith. So yeah, you're gonna be like our... you're gonna be like our Sepith guru right now. Already have Moon Lens, that's fine. Bro, wait, we got another Domination? I thought we already had one. Maybe we did not. No, we did not. Okay. Interesting. Bro. First attack, craft, use deals 100 plus 100% damage, balance down 1 turn. Oh, jeez. Yeah, definitely a justified bonk. I cannot deny. No, I need to... I need to get this on Ash. This spot bugs the hell out of me. Bye-bye, Lone Blade. Then maybe we can give that back. Cartoon Guy Gaming, thank you very much for that follow, dude. Welcome to Brutopia. Glad to have you here, my friend. Now we'll leave it as is. What did I even originally... See, this is what happens, dude. The hamsters be doing hamster stuff. What the fuck was I don't even remember. Mustn't be important, so on we go.
There!
Boop.
An opening! I'm gonna get ya! Yeah!
My turn.
Amazing, though. It's so good, dude.
I'm going.
Cutie Bullet. Hey there, cutie patootie.
Azure wings, shoot! All right. Yeah! Yes.
That thing, dude, Tita was cruising for a bruising.
All right. Yeah! Nice! We did it! There! Charging complete! There!
I'm gonna get you.
There!
Oh, you gotta be quicker than that.
There!
It's kind of I don't even, like, dude, it's gonna bug me now. What was I even going to... Oh, you know what I could do? The more I think about it, she ain't gonna need that evergreen, so F all that noise, right? Right. I'm okay with it. I got kind of an idea here. This might be crazy talk, but... And then... drop the hit 3 and sub in something new! But what can I... Oh, I can put in that lone blade now. Or maybe... I don't have a strike 3, otherwise I would plop that in there. I don't know. I really don't know. I'll let you guys decide. What do I slot in here instead? Lone blade it is. Let's rock. Hiya! Put a hit 3 on Tita, yeah? Can't imagine that. I think that's why I had originally given her... Oh yeah, hey, about that. Yo, Dark Fantasy, it's all good, bud. Yeah, I don't think I have a spare evergreen currently because I gave it to Reen. Yeah, so I guess. For the time being. Bing, bong, boop. There we go.
There! Now's our chance! Huh.
How could I forget?
I got this. Yeah! It's down!
Keep it up!
Lothars, I was naughty and went into a game store? Oh, say what? Rhea. Stop! I'm getting all hot and bothered.
You can't escape! Fire! Wide open! Keep going!
Mostly just hot, not bothered though.
I'm going. Yeah! It's my turn now. Break through! Sledgehammer!
I mean, better late than never, right?
I'm going.
Sure. Hey, you! Rest in peace!
Clap, clap, clap.
There! Yes!
Hold on, Rhea, let me guess. Did you get Leisure Suit Larry? No? Alright.
Yay! Yeah, I did it!
Nice.
I grew a little. Stats up.
I must.
Yo, Don Walker, welcome in, big dog. What's shaking, man? How are you? Wonderful to see you, my friend. Sup, dude? Happy time zones. What it do, Boogaloo? I'm hot, Neomatter, 2021. Roasting hot fuego. Hi, I'm here for the loot, thank you. Just woke up. Yo, it's all good, man. Oh, that's what I was gonna do now that I think about it. For the old bonus Sepith action. There was something else that... I think that's what I was looking for. Gradually, EP recovers on the field. Thanks, Curdy. I am most certainly not bothered. Actually, I will tell you guys, though, I had to, I rushed home early from work because I got a call from Mrs. Neo, and Youngblood went rogue on his changing table, and he, flopped over and smashed the bridge of his nose on the wood, bleeding everywhere. Awful. Awful. Awful, 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 awful. The only other Sepith generator is Kaleido. Yeah. You right. Yeah, he's good, man, but he's he's got a little cut on the bridge of his nose, and he was definitely, super shooken up. Shaken. You know what I mean. What in the world? But he's good. He's okay. I think I put him to bed at 7:30, and I rocked him for a few. We read a book together, and then he out like a light, dude. It was fucking scary, man, to get that call. That was so for those of you that have been around for a minute, when he was about a year and a half, and he was running through the kitchen, and he was holding this casserole pot. And he tripped and he fell, and the pot came down and squished his pinky finger, his right pinky finger. It ripped the nail off, it chipped the bone, and he got 3 stitches. His finger was decimated, dude. This was a Tuesday morning. And Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'm home with him by myself. So it was instant panic. I had to try and get a towel wrapped around his hand and then put into a fucking car seat to get down to the hospital. Horrifying. Absolutely fucking horrifying.
Now, eat this!
Yeah, Navasa, it was Youngblood, dude.
Here's dessert! That's what you get for being careless.
Yeah, he was careless. I mean, Ash.
Right.
I mean, that thing was not anybody else.
Yeah! Our chance! Keep going!
Yeah, I mean, he was a little grouchy this morning. It was admittedly a pretty long morning, but smashy. When I was 4 years old, I fell down about 12 steps that were made of concrete. Bro, ruthless. Had your forehead glued? It was my left ring finger. I pushed up on a pane of glass on the coffee table when I was 2. I had to get 6 stitches in my finger. Kitty bullet.
Azure wings, shoot! Now's our chance!
It's mine!
It's my turn!
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Reminds me of a workplace injury that happened in one of my colleagues involving a 100-pound hydrogen canister. Awful. I can only imagine that sounds awful.
You can't escape! Fire!
I thought about it a year ago. I was lucky to live because it could have been much. Dude, it definitely could have been, man. It's scary shit, dude.
I'm going. There!
Nah, you missed.
Here you go!
Pow, right in the kisser.
Yeah!
Sure.
When I was 3, smashed my forehead against the edge of the fireplace. The scar remains on my head even now. It's crazy, man.
All right!
Just think about how horrified your parents probably were when it happened. That's exactly how I was when it happened to Youngblood. Lothars, I hope Little Miss goes down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, my dude. Ew, that was pretty dangerous. We cleared it somehow. The Orbital Gear 3's performance was quite impressive. Fan, you go off. It's cold now. Tio helped you somewhere along the way, right? That's right. One of the versions of the Orbital Gear 2, the Eidolon Gear, was developed jointly with the Foundation. We used the production data from that and Erebonia's Panzer Soldats to develop this new model. Well, it's got nothing on a Panzer Soldat when it comes to battle. But it's pretty versatile, and it can get into spots a Soldat can't. Agreed, it almost seems like more of a tool than a weapon. It looks as though it'll be incredibly useful for rescue and recovery during a disaster. Excuse me. It makes me so happy to hear that, you guys. However, why are you, a student, so intent on developing a machine like this? It doesn't seem like your aim is to create a weapon to surpass the Panzer Soldats. Ah. Allie, it's rude to be nosy like that, but to be honest, I really want to know too. Things are rough after the 100 Days War, but these days, Erebonia and Liberl have a pretty stable relationship. Even so, it was a bit of a surprise that you'd come here to study. From what I hear, Professor Schmidt and your grandfather were both disciples under Epstein together. Yes.
There were a few reasons, but one of them is because I want to grow as an engineer. Another reason is because I wanted to come help Erebonia, in place of some people very dear to me who couldn't make it here. And also, I made a promise to a friend.
A promise?
She's so amazing. She's the kind of person who can do anything she puts her mind to.
Oh, God! I need to see them so badly again.
She lost her family when she was young, but she found a new one and is living happily with them. She actually wanted to visit Erebonia and Crossbell, but some things came up and she couldn't make it. But she didn't let that get her down. She continued her schooling in Liberl, and now she helps with bracer work and orbital network tests. I couldn't keep up. But then I realized she's just doing whatever she can and giving it her all on behalf of the family she lost and the new one she found. It was around that time I found out from George and Olivier that a new school was about to be opened up in Erebonia, and the famous Professor Schmidt would be an advisor. And since the guild was having trouble here, Agate and another bracer would be sent over. So I talked with the people dear to me and told them I wanted to attend Thor's branch campus to expand my potential.
Fucking Georg, right? I said it right this time. It's not Jorge. I screwed it up.
Since it was sort of out of the blue, most of them were against it. But that friend of mine supported me and convinced everyone else to let me go. She told me, "Tita, let's make a promise."
Dude, Dan, thank you. Perfect. Thumbnail material.
I know everyone else will tell you to stay safe and not to push yourself too hard, so I won't say that stuff to you. Next time we meet, let's show each other the result of one thing we worked really hard to achieve.
She sounds like a really good friend. Yes, I'm a bit jealous. I see, so this machine is the thing you're going to show her. She's already told me all about this friend of hers. Well, from the sound of it, she doesn't seem like your average Jane.
She's my best friend.
I love it. What are you all standing around for? Buzzkill. Yeah, still only in the first half of level 4. Continue to waste time chatting and the sun's going down. Good job so far, though, everyone. I'll keep navigating you, so be careful as you press on ahead. Got it. Literally, that guy could fuck up a wet dream. Haha, she's something else. She's completely different from Albert. All right, we gotta clear this trial no matter what. How does it feel having Rean benched? Dawn, it's a bit unnerving, but to see that mech that Tita's driving around in, I'm comfortable. Yes, I'll do everything I can to provide you your data. Thank you, everyone. So, Tita, how did you end up convincing Agate? He seems like a softie deep down. I'm guessing all you had to do was give him a single teary, doe-eyed look, right? Wait, for real? To expand her potential.
Go! There's an opening!
Go!
Break through! Sledgehammer!
I'm gonna get ya! Yeah!
Adorable. It's just too damn good, dude.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
My turn. Hey, you! Rest in peace!
Tita doesn't currently have an S-Craft.
There! Wide open! Keep going! I'm going! Yeah! Let's go!
It's mine!
Pardon me.
You're amazing!
Why, thank you. I dabble in amazing stuffs.
There! Charge there!
You can jump down the ladder, but don't injure yourself in the process.
Cut!
Okay, Dad.
All right, Dad.
Go!
This one might be worth my time.
Skadoosh!
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Here I come! Ah!
Yes!
It's my turn!
Fucking bitchin'.
You can't escape! Fire!
They're all broken,
I got this.
confused. Imagine that.
Go wild! Crazy hunt! I got this.
Ah, screw it.
Yeah! Yeah!
A measly 13K.
Keep it
NBD.
up! It's my turn.
Dude, it's like the slime's like leg portions. They all got stuck together. Enlarged model of the coronavirus? Bro, so it started in Erebonia. It's not Wuhan. All right. Fake news. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yeah! Let's go!
Bonerville.
It's mine!
Well, now that Jordan's here, yeah,
got this.
it has become a collective group of Bonervilles. How are you, man? What's going on? I heard it's a little chilly willy up there
Yeah.
north of the border, my man.
Keep it up!
Can you confirm?
It's my turn.
I love how much sass all of New Class 7 has. I do too. I love the sass.
Azure wings, shoot!
Still pretty mild where I'm at. Right on, dude. Doing
It's
good
mine.
here, man. Bit of a long Monday,
All
but,
right.
you know, here we are.
There!
Good now. All is well.
Keep going! It's my turn now.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
I'm going.
Shaft grenade.
Sorry. It's down.
It's mine!
Ah, yes, ye old shaft grenade.
Ah!
Except Kurt. Kurt has no sass in his veins. He's just an honest boy surrounded by crazy house.
I'll finish it. Excel!
Oh, really, Rhea? Monster Hunter Rise was something that I was curious about also.
I'm going.
Unacceptable.
All right.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Mother of pearl. Oh, come on, for real?
Weak.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yes.
Wampa.
My turn.
Get him! Blast force!
I got this.
No one's wearing PPE, bro.
It's my turn. Yeah. Nice. We did it.
We did do it. I had fun with Rise, mostly the skins for the animals, but I had fun getting them. It looked cute. It looked cool. I felt like it was a bit more story-driven than the other one. Monster Hunter World, that's what it was. Some nice warm tea. Thank you very, very much, Dark Fantasy Realms. Enchilada Backlogger. I hope you had a great day today. Happy time zones to you and all. All is well, man. How are you? Happy time zones to you as well, dude. Happy Monday. How was it? How was it? The elevator. We've reached the end of the first half. We're only halfway. Huh. Even with the Orbo gear, this is really darn tough. Yeah, it seems like the professor really turned up the difficulty this time. Aside from that, we also don't have a clear leader to take point for us. Even when we split up at the Naval Fortress, we still had Miss Angelica with us. Haha, what's the matter, guys? At the end of your rope already? If you're going to give up so soon, you should have let me know from the start. I would have come with you. I've got a briefing later, you know. If you keep going at this rate, I'm gonna miss it. Are you trying to piss me off? We were merely resting for a moment. Such worries are unfounded. Sass, just shut up and watch us. We're gonna kick the second half's ass, and you can't do a damn thing about it. Haha, that's what I like to hear. But the second half is gonna be even tougher, so watch yourselves. In that case, let's keep up the momentum. It was a bad Monday. Glad to be home in here. Hope your day was much better, dude. It got better throughout the day. Little accident with Youngblood while I was at work, so I kind of had to rush home, but other than that, just a long day, honestly. At work, it was just long. Short-handed. People were extra assholey today. What can you do? I'll start the elevator. Good thing, Kurt. Get on that. Phew, they made it through the first half okay. Yes, but they went over the estimate. Yeah, it seemed like they were talking some things out. By the way, that pocket watch of yours looks pretty elaborate. The one you fixed for me before was simple in comparison. And this one has a number of additional functions, such as a built-in calendar. And altogether, it has nearly 1,000 different parts in it. 10 times more than a typical pocket watch. Wow, I didn't realize it was possible to do so much with orbital energy. I can tell you've taken good care of it. In fact, it's hard to even tell it's an antique. And that's because it isn't an antique. It was created by a hopeless fool who passed away before his master. Wait, do you mean Elisa's father? Yes, Franz Reinford. He was Gwyn's son-in-law and my first apprentice. This watch is one of the projects he created before the accident. In his honor, I'm still using it until it breaks. I see. The explosion that took his life. And whatever is that serious expression for? Oh, it's nothing. There are too many things I'd like to ask him about, but now's not the time. Anyway, that machine of Tita's is pretty impressive. I'm surprised she was able to build it herself. It's not just some randomly thrown together project. She used solid design principles and technology. Unlike me, that 2-bit tinkerer Russell was blessed with a worthy successor. Well, I think Instructor Makarov and George are both pretty great. I don't think George is pretty great anymore. Instructor Reen, we're at the second area now. We're ready for your navigation. Got it. Be sure to proceed carefully. Understood. What do you mean, George's so good? Yeah, you're right. George is fine. Georg, not so fine. All right, let's proceed to the second half. Keep up the good work, Tita. Of course. Let's go, everyone.
What's one of Ouroboros' archaisms doing here? An opening!
Hey, you!
Hey, you.
Rest in peace!
Hey, you. Get your
Alright.
damn hands off of her.
There!
I don't know, Marty. Do you think I should swear? Yes. God
Keep
damn it,
going.
George. Swear.
I'm going. Yeah! It's my turn now. Ugh. Yay!
Oh, Beowulf. I like George, just when I felt his character was getting flat and forgotten, he comes out with a bang. Yep. He really does, dude. Like, big time. It's a lot of backloggery. I don't know if anything will ever surpass my love. Like, as much, like, not a ton of flack for Back to the Future 3. Most certainly not my favorite in the
go.
trilogy, but Back to the Future has got to be one of, like, my favorite, like, series of movies. Hello, the beautiful Mrs. Neo Matter. Can we say hi to the missus, pretty please, everybody? How are you, babe? You made it down there safely. Everything is fine. Everything is well, correct? Baby boy is still sleeping soundly. He's moved around a little bit, but he's good. Yes, babe, Angelic Productions. I wasn't talking to you when I said, hey, babe. By the way, Mrs. Neomatter, just to let you know. If anybody doesn't forget that was a good laugh. That was a fucking great laugh, matter of factly.
Yeah!
Hey, boo, hey.
Now let's go.
Oh.
I'll cast a spell on you.
Yo, she's gonna cast a spell on us.
Where's my
pretty.
aqua?
Brilliant shot! I may have gone a little too far.
Oh, dude, loved Revenge of the Nerds.
They keep coming!
My turn. Hey, you! Rest in peace!
Here I go!
I agree with Daft Tool. Schmidt is very rough around the edges, but he's certainly earned his reputation and repertoire. He's been described as difficult to work with, but he has stunted gestures like keeping Francis' watch as a memento. Excuse me. Small things that show you he does care, just incapable of expressing it. It's the same thing like we've talked about with Ash and expressing himself, like in terms of the grief that he might be
It's
hanging
my
on to, you
turn
know what
now.
I'm saying? How everybody
I'm
just
going.
deals with things differently, you know? You son of a...
It's my turn! Break through! Sledgehammer! Here I go! There!
It's my turn now.
Ugh.
I'm going. Yeah! Oh, did we win?
Why, yes, we did. Good, man. We are getting some Sepith gains for sure. Capital gains, more like Sepith gains. Fancy. Mm-hmm. Loot first. Oh, never mind.
An opening! Breakthrough! Sledgehammer!
I thought it was tricky.
Yeah!
Sure. Ja!
Yes! Yeah!
It's my turn now. It's down!
It's mine! Here I go!
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Here I go! Ah! Nice!
Got him.
We did it!
Okay. No sign of issues with the reinforcement armor.
Just a question for these games: do the treasure
That's some
chests tell
amazing
jokes
data.
after opening them now? You know what?
Oh,
I've
she looks
never
like she's having
checked.
the time of her life.
I've heard she's been through a lot. It
No,
shows
no, they do
how
not,
well she can hold her
unfortunately.
own.
But what Geofront did with that, phenomenal.
Ja! Huh!
Treasure located.
Orange corsage. Oh, that's right, dude. DJ's not here. We're gonna turbo the fuck out of this now. I'm just kidding. Love you, DJ. We're gonna fucking turbo everywhere.
Now let's go.
Oh my goodness, yo, Chocobos, thank you for that rate of 4, dude. Appreciate that very much, man. Welcome in. How are you, Chocobos? Welcome in. It's a pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to see you, and thank you for entrusting your community here with us, man. Happy time zones to you and yours. I hope everybody is staying safe.
It's mine!
And how's the start to your week, dude?
I got this.
All is well, man.
Yeah!
All is well.
Here I go! Ah!
It's my turn.
Oh, what am I doing, dude? I keep forgetting
Breakthrough!
battle orders.
Sledgehammer!
It's my turn.
Cutie.
Azure wings, shoot!
Played some
Let's
Golden
go!
Sun, so it started pretty well right on, dude.
It's mine!
I know you're still clamoring for that
I'm
that
going.
re-release, aren't you?
It's down.
Or any sort of
mine.
port.
It's my turn! Yeah! Well,
Yo,
look at that.
Ironclad Hero, thank you very much for that, dude. I appreciate that very much, man. How are you, Ironclad? It's good to see you, bud. Happy time zones to you and yours as well, dude. How was the start to your week?
Ja!
For anybody
I'm
that
ready to
has
go.
been here before, since we've been playing through Trails of Cold Steel 3, we're actively, well, I should say everybody is actively gathering some raffle tickets. We're doing a giveaway for two $50 Steam gift cards at the completion of the playthrough of Trails of Cold Steel 3. So, not at the end of the stream, but once we complete it, the last night of the playthrough, we're going to raffle off two $50 Steam gift cards. Thank you very much, Invalid. If you click that link that Invalid just dropped, you'll find all the necessary details. And being that you have just, joined us here in chat, you are eligible. That's all you had to do. All you had to do is show up, fam. And now, you are one with us.
Ja! Yeah!
We get the first
Oh, shit, we
attack.
still got him. Imagine. Oof, Gaming's 5. Hold up. Because my chug jug is empty, so let me go refill that. BRB. All right, now we're all set. Let's go. Where were we? That's right, kicking ass and taking names. Just as I recalled.
Breakthrough! Sledgehammer! You can't escape! Fire! Wide open!
Bada bada bada.
Keep going! Yes! I'm gonna get ya! Yeah!
Sure.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah!
Keep it up!
Jordan, I can't wait for you to get through 0 and then start Azure, dude. It's some kind of good, dude. Like, it really is.
Do it!
It is, peakest of peakest of peaks so far. It really is. It's something else, dude. It's so good.
Yes! Ha! Now's our chance!
It's mine!
I'll see you get those launchers. Yo, Ironclad. I'm sure
You're amazing,
if you
Ash.
drop a little
just
something
realized
something
that
in the
now?
Discord, you might hit it out of the park, my guy. For sure. He's already in the Discord, my man. I know he's there. Oh no, how did I accidentally drop an invite link? Yeah, anybody and everybody is more than welcome to join our Discord, and if you don't want to, that's totally fine too, dude.
Now, let's go!
Oh shit, son.
Go wild! Crazy hunt!
Pick it up, you're littering.
Now, let's dance! I ain't done with you yet!
I too am not done with you yet.
Yeah! Helio! Rain! Sweet dreams.
Dude, those robots have a ton of blood in them. It's like Alex Murphy.
Got no time to waste.
Dude, we definitely just killed them all. That's good. That was a good one. It's just gasoline with red food coloring. Maybe it's, is kerosene red? Yeah, I think kerosene is red. Maybe they're just spewing kerosene. Is kerosene red or is it diesel that's red? I think kerosene is red. Excuse me. I still believe Randy Orlando moonlights as a gigolo. Red tinted, but yes, okay. Ah, yes, the old red tintarooski. Ah, so we gotta go that? No, we can't go that way yet. Okay. Bro, I just said no. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, fam. Do you realize what you've done? I still can't get to that loot, huh? Randy! Yeah, all right. I get it. I know. Randy! Randy! We love you, Randy! Make love to me, Randy!
this. Yeah!
Yes.
Yes. I believe you are correct. Wampa.
Yes. Yeah. Here I go. There.
My turn.
So now, embarrassing fun fact from about 1.5 months ago. I didn't know you could just fast travel out of Einhell Keep when you were done. So when I finished this floor, trying to unsolve the floor puzzle to get back out took me longer than clearing it to begin with. Bro, see, welcome to my world. Now you understand what it's like to be me.
It's my turn now.
Now you understand what it's like to be me. Although the things I overthink are just forget are like far simpler than that, I think.
Yeah. Here I go.
Oh, Ocean Gale, how the mighty have fallen.
It's mine.
I love you, bro. Hey, man. The
It's
brain
my
farts,
turn
they're
now.
potent and they're pungent.
Sure. Yeah. Done already?
They're potent and pungent. Hiya.
Yes.
Yes. It's good that
All right. Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Wampa.
My chance. Keep it up.
Yo, super dead. Bye-bye.
We did it, Muse.
Muse
It's all
literally
thanks to your
pocketing
help,
a
Tita.
rifle and then Tita pocketing a fucking cannon. It's because he's been off his Dynamis pill. I believe it. Yo, look, Ocean Gale, I'm not you. I mean, I would be okay with
Locked
staging
and
an
loaded.
intervention, but like the Dynamis is calling you and you need it. And I just don't think you know that you need it. And that's one of the stages of denial. I saw a YouTuber, Let's Player, do Cold Steel 3, and I saw him fast
All
travel
right,
out, and I
that's
went,
the last one.
wait a minute, you can
Try and head
fucking do
directly
that?
to your destination.
Bro, I tell you what, man, shit happens like that. It happens that way.
I found some treasure.
Pirate Bell. Ah, yes, right. Right. Sure. Beautiful. I don't think I have another cast 3 yet, do I? I have more action 3s than I know what to fucking do with, but you can bet on that one. I didn't even realize the enemies just gave us 2 XP. I forgot to to pop another Shining Palm. Nope, that away. Hook her right and stay straight till daylight.
Yeah.
Yep. See ya.
An opening.
Yeah.
What's that light?
I don't know who it is, but definitely pulled off a good impression of a Courage the Cowardly Dog character just now. Darn my hamsters, bro. I don't know who pulled it off either, man. I, too, do not know.
Sledgehammer. It's my turn.
Youngblood, little wiggle worm.
You can't escape. Fire! Our chance.
It's mine.
Yes.
Yes. Uh-huh.
This'll get a bit spicy. Fire!
Go, Christina Aguilera and Nicole Kidman. The entire
My
shtick
turn.
about my relationship with Dynamis, no spoiler, is the part where I was essentially forced to use it for basically the entire game because I like to arbitrarily make the game harder. So believe me when I say my needing the Dynamis pill isn't due to a cause of underutilization. I honestly, for not even a split second, assumed that it was underutilization. I didn't think for a second it would have been. Not with you.
Now, let's dance.
Don't believe him? Believe me.
I do.
I ain't done with you yet.
I do.
So much.
Yeah!
I believe you so much.
Helio Ray! Sweet dreams.
It's my turn now.
You never overutilize Dunamis. Dunamis overutilizes you.
I'm gonna get ya. Yeah! It's down.
Whoa, Ocean Gale, take it easy, man. What do those hamsters do to deserve that, huh?
It's my turn. There. Our chance.
It's mine!
Not too shabby.
You too.
All
Guess you're not
right.
all talk.
Mobius X maxed it. Let's go.
Yeah, I did it.
I grew a little. Stats updated.
I must train even more.
Even more. I wonder if recovers EP through offensive arts. I mean, it's decent, bro, but nah, I still like her build. We're all set.
We can take a break here.
Sure can. I need 7th caliber. That's what I need, dude. Blue Ascension, that's the name of that song, right? I think that's the name of the song. Oberyn. All right. You know what we don't have? That's fine. Oh, right, for battles. What's that sound? It's above us. Pale Apache. Really? Really? A flying archaism? I've seen this type before. They're called Pale Apaches. The Society sent them to attack Liberl. Technically, it's the archaism we captured after the Society let them run wild in the Northern War. I've improved both its firepower and mobility. It can now fight off invaders, even when confined to a limited space. Oh no, DJ is here. Hide the turbo. Oh my gosh, hi DJ. No, nobody here was using turbo, and we all love Laura S. Arcade more than any other character in the entire series. Just wanted to let you know, nobody says otherwise. How's the trip going, bud? You made it stronger? Crazy old bastard. Okay, maybe the world. Why would you do that? I warned you, they need to be able to handle this. Let's see how well your Class 7 does with Tita. This will be the last of our 3-month operational testing. Yeah, Herman, it was. Bring it on, you guys ready? I am. Let's turn this hunk of metal into scrap. Look out for attacks from above. The key to this battle is working with the orbital gear. Are you ready, Tita? Ready, maximum output.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
Dude, why in the fuck is Muse out front?
Here I go.
What in the world? Oh, right. I think I get it.
Break through! Sledgehammer! It's my turn.
There are two versions of Pale Apaches. The automated versions that Estelle Joshua fought aboard the Glorious, and a few sent to attack Grancel when Ouroboros tried to abduct them. The other type is the blue one Gilbert piloted. This Apache is the first type. Ah.
Time barrier. Break!
I miss Gilbert.
I got this.
I'm going.
Oh, fucking A, dude. I don't want to talk about it.
Sorry.
Sox are winning. Right on, Deej.
Keep it up. Yes.
I told you before, I admittedly just want them to lose. Like, I'm such a bad Red Sox fan. I would prefer that they lost.
Huh?
My turn.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Jordan, here's the thing. I was so disgruntled with the team in their lack of movements at the trade deadline. Like starting pitching in particular. Yo, what's up, Ethan Anime Video Games? How are you, man? Oh, dude, Sora and Smash is a blast, dude. I hope everybody's vibing with it, man.
You're mine!
Oh, shit.
There.
Dude, and you know what, Jordan? All that I had heard on sports radio, they're like, watch, this is what Heim Bloom is going to do. They're going to say that they're
Charge
getting
up!
Chris Sale back. That's
Thanks
your
for the
big
help.
trade deadline
Yes.
acquisition, and I hate that excuse. Kike does all the work. He is a heavy bat, for sure. I don't know. I think for me personally, they've just become a very dislikable team. Admittedly.
Go wild! Crazy hunt!
Yes.
But let's just say hypothetically they win the World Series. I'm not going to be like that bandwagon fan that's going to be like, yeah, I knew they could do it. I always believed in them. Nah, man, like, yeah, okay, they won the World Series, dude. Like, GG's. Well deserved.
Let's go. Keep going. I'm going.
Yeah, we're going. Oh, we're going. Oh.
Here I come. Ah! It's down! Keep it up!
Sure. Now,
Eat this!
here's dessert! That's what you get for being careless.
Got no time to waste.
No time to waste. We done did it. Phew, bro. We flexed on him. What else could we have done? Suzaku. I think we won. Looks like it. That was nothing, is what I'd like to say. The professor certainly has a knack for creativity. I had no idea he was going to do all this. Hey, at least we won. Think about it. We beat an archaism without Instructor Reen. You did. Well done. That just gave me chills, dude. I love this song. Starting line, right? That enemy was the absolute hardest these trials had to offer so far. You pulled through without guidance from me. You made your own decisions, trusted in each other. Class 7, thank you for showing me what you're made of. I love it. You should be proud. Oh, instructor. Ha! Now, regarding your orbital gear, I believe you know what I'm going to say. Yes, sir. If I'd made a few tweaks here and there, I would have achieved smoother and more coordinated movement. I still pale in comparison to Grandpa and Mom. Bah, no need to state the obvious. That said, you've done the minimum to pass your trial. Keep working at it. Of course. Thank you, Professor. You were great, Tita. If he's gonna try and be nice, he could also try sounding nice. That's asking too much of him. Oh yes, I almost forgot. The level 4 trial is now officially complete. I'll be waiting at the entrance. All right, time to head back. It'll be a while before our next one, I'm guessing. Knowing the professor, he already has the next one brewing. Hey, don't jinx us. Too late for jinxing. It'll probably happen soon. I'll let you know if I hear anything. Oh, we're going. Lunar. Lunar Gaia? What is this, Lunar Gaia? Oh, really? Perfect. Yeah, dude. Okay. That's better. That's a little bit better. That's what he had on originally. She had Beowulf and... So hang on a sec. Then do I really need the ocean bell? Kinda not really. Nah. I guess I was more or less looking at... Don't worry, it's just me overthinking everything like I always do. Pretty good. Only 300% accuracy, though. I'm not sure how I feel about it. What's up? I just figured I'd stop by to say hello. What's up, Rush? How are you, man? Good to see you, bud. How's everything going on your end? Bringing some good news? What you got, man? They should be waiting for us back on the first floor. Shall we return? Why, yes. On the final chapter of SC. Cause fucking wow. It's gonna get fucking wow. I tell you that much, pal. As expected, Reen and the Professor Schmidt were waiting for the group. They gave each of the students their feedback and suggestions before dismissing them for the day. This is a jam too, dude. A real feel-good jam.
Thank you, everyone in Class 7. I was able to get a bunch of good data thanks to you.
No, it is us who should be thanking you. It was a valuable experience.
Once you're done fine-tuning that thing, let me take it for a spin.
For sure.
You're too big, Ash. Actually, I would really appreciate it if each of you tested it out individually.
Oh, really?
I can't have all the data be for me, or it'll end up skewed.
Feel free to ask us anytime.
Good luck with the final touches, Tita.
Thanks.
Thanks. I love it, man. Tita's one of the OGs, man. I always loved her. Professor Schmidt says the word data 15 times across all of Cold Steel 3, which is once more than the number of times he said good. Huh. But seriously, Sky is starting to look like around top 10 JRPGs for me at the moment. Rush, it's phenomenal, dude. And I'm glad you're fucking vibing on it so hard, man. It's incredible. They really are absolutely otherworldly, dude. I'll go put the orbital gear away for now. Thank you for everything, Instructor Reen. Likewise, thank you for helping out Class 7. Are you going to make your adjustments right away? I sure am. First off, I'll disassemble all the parts and... Fourth Disciple, you haven't forgotten, have you? Huh? Oh, that's right. The manual's arriving today. We'll be starting in 2 days, so you have until then. Feel free to make adjustments until then, but you must also devote time to reading through the manual. Understood, but please excuse me. The manual? For what, Professor? It's for Panzer Soldat training exercises. We will have access to a special practice machine for a limited time. A special practice machine? You'll hear the details tomorrow. It's nothing to concern yourself with. Anyway, the past trials have supplied me with more than sufficient data. I already have ideas for further options. I see. So there won't be any new levels for a while then? Not until my planned extensions are complete anyway. You've been at least somewhat useful, so I'll call upon you when they're ready. You and your students had best be prepared. Well, I wish you'd take our schedules into consideration more, but... Thank you, Professor Schmidt. I feel like the trials here have helped both Class 7 and T to grow a lot. On top of that, you've helped with researching the Ion and fixing Valamar's sword. Stop it, there's no need to thank me. The only reason I'm here is to satisfy my own intellectual curiosity. Nothing more, nothing less. Intellectual curiosity. You mean about Ouroboros, the Black Workshop, and the Divine Knights? Well, you're half right. The Society continues to produce archaisms with technology beyond human knowledge. The Black Workshop, who are possibly the gnomes, are involved in the creation of combat shells, artificial humans, and the Divine Knights. It goes without saying that saying that the lot of them are annoyances, but as research subjects, they are more than adequate. Now it seems they allowed you, the Ashen Knight, and the Black Rabbit to slip through their grasp. Well, Altina and Valamar don't remember anything from when they were created. In this ogre power of mine, I don't care about that. The only thing that interests me is this link between you and the Divine Knight. Geez, this guy has some serious tunnel vision. But aren't you planning to make a new type of Panzer Soldat with all the data you've gathered? There have been upgraded versions since the Civil War, but there haven't been any completely new models. The development of those machines has been out of my hands since they started making modifications. And why should I care? Panzer Soldats aren't even my invention to begin with. If anyone wishes to make a new one, they can do as they please. What? Well, wait a minute. You didn't invent Panzer Soldats? I thought you said you made them by referencing the Azure Knight. I use the ancient robot, Ordine, and the Society's archaisms as a reference point. And they designed a frame that could be mass-produced even with the Reinford Company's technological capabilities. Afterwards, I drew up plans for several models and oversaw the completion of the Draken prototype a few months back. Invention, design, and development are three completely different things. I was only ever involved with design and development. It was in the design phase that I referenced the joint functions of the Azure Knight and archaisms. Someone else came up with the basic concepts for the 5 models of Panzer Soldat. What? Who could have...
I found them among the notes that fool left behind after the accident 10 years ago. It was obviously a dissertation he intended to submit to me. That is why I agreed to Kyan's request 4 years ago. I fleshed out the design on the notes and made it reality.
Really?
I wanted my foolish disciple's final work to see the light of day.
No shit. So it was Fran's idea. Wow. I mean, that just goes to show you, too, that as much as Schmidt is a fucking DB, I mean, at least he cares. He just shows it differently, that's all. The time for the briefing was fast approaching, so afterwards, Reen headed straight to the tactical conference room. And I myself, currently, right now, am going to go and use the tactical orbital restroom down here beside the studio. BRB. All right. What's wrong, Reen? You look a bit down. Did something happen after the keep? I heard the students tested the orbital gear all by themselves. No, it's not that. They did a good job today. It's just... Hey, Toa? Have you been able to get a hold of George recently? I heard he's finally managed to join the lab at the Institute of Technology. He's been really busy lately due to his status, as a special research student. Yo, Jordan, I appreciate the lurk, man. I hope you have a great rest of your night, bub. I see.
I found them among the notes that fool left behind after the accident 10 years ago. It was obviously a dissertation he intended to submit to me. That is why I agreed to Kyan's request 4 years ago. I fleshed out the design on the notes and made it reality. I wanted my foolish disciple's final work to see the light of day.
The professor's first apprentice, Franz Reinford. I wonder whether I should ask Elisa about this. My apologies for the wait. Was there some holdup? It would seem we have a few guests today. Now come in. Well, don't mind if I do. Yeah! Oh, let's go! Woo! Bro, I've been waiting for Fee to come back. I love Fee. I missed Fee so much. The Purple Lightning Lady? Fee and Laura, too. Hey, good seeing you again. I do believe it's been a couple months since we last met. Who'd have thought we'd have ourselves a mini reunion like this so soon? How come? Yo, dude! The Drip Master has entered. You're...
It's been some time. It's a pleasure to see you again, Reen, Miss Herschel.
Bro, everybody take a knee. Woo! This man. Bro, Lord Navasa, that's great. Drippiest Maximus. Definitely sounds like an STD you'd pick up at a Guar show.
But seeing as how I'm not yet acquainted with all of you here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Victor Arcade. I am the Viscount of Legram, a town in southeastern Erebonia.
I can't take an E for many reasons, mostly pain. How about we all just take a proverbial knee then? So that way everybody can take a knee.
I am also the Captain of the Courageous. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I like a curtsy too. I'm boogie down on a curtsy. Holy crap, never thought I'd get to meet the Radiant Blade Master himself. I assure you, the honor's all mine. Ah yes, I've heard about you from both my daughter and Sarah. I'm grateful to you for lending your aid to the branch campus. Haha, well, I wouldn't say I do all that much. Judging from the fact that both the Viscount and Sarah are here, I suppose the next location for our field exercise must be a pretty special place, huh? Correct, I'm sure our shorter than usual prep period tipped you off, but our next field exercises will take place in Heimdall and the surrounding areas. As our location is only 30 minutes away by train, we will depart the morning of instead of the evening before. It's this time of year when the capital celebrates the summer festival. During the celebration, even the courageous will be deployed on high alert. Since their duty coincides with our field exercises, I asked them to come meet with us. I see. But why Sarah and Fee? Why are Sarah and Fee here too? Were Ouroboros or the Jaeger Corps sighted? Nope, the opposite actually. Zephyr, the Red Constellation, Needhog, all of them. Even the corps in the eastern half of the Empire have gone silent. The same can be said of Ouroboros and the Black Workshop. There have been no sightings of the Stall Ritter or that masked man either. Yeah, but it's looking like we've got a completely different problem on our hands now. What now? I will explain. It would appear that the enemy forces have been infiltrating Heimdall on a large scale. Seems like they've got even more military strength than our friends in Ouroboros. Military strength comparable to Erebonia's. But that's... There's only one place that could be. The country to the east? Ahem. We cannot name this country at present. The Heimdall Military Police and the Railway Military Police will, of course, increase security around the capital. However, a consensus was reached between the Imperial Government, Heimdall City Hall, and the Imperial family, as well as the Crimson Wings and Thors. As a result, we'll be requesting assistance from these three and the Bracer Guild. What? I thought the Bracer Guild was restricted in Erebonia. Yeah, those restrictions are going to be lifted. In return, the Bracers shall patrol the area around Heimdall, defending it from any enemy attack that may occur. I shall be joining them in this task. I see. Does that include the 2 guild branches in Heimdall that were closed down? Yeah, I don't know how serious they are about this, but it seems like we're going to get the go-ahead. But permission or no, if there's even a chance these punks are going to go around hurting people and destroying lives, there's no way we can just stand by. All us bracers are like that, so I gave HQ over in Le Mans State a ring, and they agreed to help out too. And that said, there's still a bunch of little stuff they gotta iron out. In any event, that is the current situation. Viscount Valestein. Viscount Valestein. Regardless of what the government decides, I have no objections to the 3 of us fighting together. May I ask for your decision on the matter now? Very well. The Courageous has no objections. Yeah, none from us either. I'll pass this along to the higher-ups. Haha, guess you got a lot on your plate now, huh? It'll be such a relief having you all there with us. Agreed. Thank you for all of your help, everyone. Everyone. Now we need to prepare. I'm so glad Neo doesn't stream when I drive home. He yelled while I was listening in the shower and damn near levitated out of the tubby. Yo, Rhea? My bad, I got really excited, as per usual. My bad, fam. But are you saying that my levels of excitement elevate you out of the tubby? That's some strong praise, I must say. My great excitement elevates those out of the tub. Right on. Apologies, Instructor Herschel, but we'll be needing a travel plan ASAP. I really should have expected it. My bad. Yeah, don't drop the phone in the tubby. Yes, of course. Please excuse me. Well, I'm sure you all have loads to catch up on, so I'll make myself scarce. Later. It's the power of the bald. It's kind of like what Superman has. Superman would gain his power from Earth's yellow sun. Like, once my bald absorbs all that vitamin D, my hype just elevates people from tubbies. Dark Fantasy Realms, thank you. Ocean Gale, I thought the same. I'm with you, dude. I'm still waiting on an Ocean Gale tub stream. Let's go. Yo, Rush, you have nothing to say sorry for, dude. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out, dude, sharing your excitement, and if I don't get a chance to talk to you, dude, I hope you have a great start to your Tuesday, man, and you stay excellent, bro. Be good, my dude. My most sincere apologies for not greeting you earlier. I want to jump you... Oh, yeah, that's right. It has been quite some time, Master. 5 years since we last saw each other, I believe. Haha, you've come a long way since then. You've brought your swordsmanship to new heights by training under both the Vander and Arcade schools. I'm honored to call one such as you my disciple. Thank you for your kind words. She was your father's disciple? Yes, that's correct. Huh, she's totally different now than when we met at the Naval Fortress. Yeah, you can really tell they're master and disciple. Oh, whatever is the matter? Oh, don't worry about us. It's been a while, Viscount. About a year, I think. I'm glad to see you're doing well. It would appear you two have grown much since we last met. I've no doubt Master CH.4 would be delighted to see you now. Well, I've still got a lot of growing ahead of me. And I didn't expect to see Instructor Sarah, much less Laura and Fee. I'm sure Fee will be fighting as a bracer, but Laura, are you? No, I will not be there as a crew member of the Courageous. I'll be going to Heimdall as temporary assistants for the guild. We've really been working our asses off, but scraping together enough bracers hasn't been a cakewalk. Toval's gonna be our middleman on the Courageous, so that's a load off my mind. 'Cause you'd be more help in battle, right? Now, that's rather rude to Toval, wouldn't you say? Laura, I've heard that you too have mastered the final art of the Arcade School. We have ourselves a splendid opportunity now. Would you like to show me? Is that all right? But of course, we are fellow disciples. Besides, you've heard, haven't you? About the warrior Schwarzer and I traded blows with the other day. That Mama LeGuin beat. Stats. The Steel Maiden, Saint Leanne herself. Yeah, her aura practically had Living Legend written all over it. Well then, I ask that you lend me your aid. My fellow disciple, master of the Vander School, and great general. She whose power has been recognized by the legendary maiden. I will challenge you, the Golden Rakshasa. Ha ha ha! Excellent! However, before that... Huh?
It's been 10 years since I first became your disciple. I believe I've finally earned this right.
Bro, is she gonna challenge?
Today will be the day I test myself against the most powerful blade in all the Empire, and rise above him.
So admittedly, before this played out, I was gonna ask who you guys thought would win in a fight. And like, honestly, I mean, bro. Whew.
I challenge you, Radiant Blade Master, Victor S. Arcade.
Like, I want to lead Aurelia, but like, she learned from the Drip Master, though, dude. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Golden Rakshasa, Aurelia Le Guin, I accept your challenge.
Pitches up, betting tent. Get your bets in now. Oh my god, it's going down. Yeah, that's very true, Dark Fantasy Realms. Now that you bring that to light. Yeah, maybe Aurelia, for sure. Oh, bro, I was gonna say, dude, we're gonna battle on the tennis court. All right, cool. Yo, recycled NPC, you don't have to apologize, my dude. How are you? What's going on, brother? Happy time zones. Happy Monday, man. Holy shit. Mama. Dude, the day was okay. Admittedly, it started off rough with Youngblood, finished kind of rough with Youngblood, and work was just kind of meh. Her sword, Arcadia, and father's Galan Shar. Both are legendary blades forged during the War of the Lions. No kidding. They really do look similar. Indeed. Look, it's starting. Holy shit.
It has been 10 years since you mastered the Arcade style.
You know what? In all honesty, recycled NPC, it was kind of an abnormal Monday. Like, Youngblood was just like bonkers, like touch and go this morning. Yo, Hunter of Sorrows, thanks, man. Hydrate, I shall. Appreciate it. And then, like, work was just kind of slow slow but busy, if that makes sense. Like, we're super short-handed, so there was a lot to do for just not a lot of people, and I was one of them. And then Youngblood had a bit of an accident before I came home, so there was some scare here at the house. Just most certainly made for a bit of a long Monday, but I'm happy to be here with all of you guys, doing our thing, man, enjoying ourselves.
After further teaching from Mateus and Zex, I believe it is safe to say you've advanced to your own style of Arcade.
Master, you were at the pinnacle of the Arcade style. I'm certain you're aware that you've already surpassed the school's founder, the second in command of the Eisenritter.
This is incredible. Look carefully. Do you see how they're reading each other? Sure, but their movements are almost unpredictable. This is so tense, dude. Like, I feel myself clenched. Like, hardcore clenched. Jesus, fuck! Ah! It's over. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! I couldn't even see them.
Well done, my disciple.
Wow, dude! Yo, literally cut my man's scarf. Woo! Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, dude. Hey guys, remember when Sarah seemed like the strongest character in Cold Steel for like half of the first game? Oh yeah, Remu, facts, dude. How are you, bub? Everybody, the old proverbial kneel.
Thank you. At this precise moment, I am the stronger of the two of us. Though I'm certain the battle would have gone differently had you not been injured.
What? Did she just... I knew it.
No. The result would have been the same.
Dude, is he injured from facing McFire, bro?
The moment you crossed blades
months ago,
maiden, your sword skills reached their pinnacle.
Do you think he got the scarf's extended warranty? Bro, better. But doubt it. My man is flush with cash.
But I see you've realized the emptiness that comes with this achievement.
Yes. Why do I follow the path of the sword? I finally understand what you were telling me. This must be where I begin my new journey.
Precisely.
There's no chance in hell if we had faced Aurelia in Cold Steel 2 that we would have lived to tell the tale. Like, I don't think that there is any conceivable way we could have beaten her. I have no idea what they're talking about. Don't worry, I'm clueless too. Don't worry, you'll understand someday.
That was a splendid match you showed us. Though it may be impertinent of me, I wish to fight as well.
But of course, this will be an excellent opportunity.
What?
You are as incredible as ever, Master. It's true. This is the best gift we are able to give. Purple Lightning, Schwarzer, Lady Laura, and Sylphid.
Allow us practitioners of the Arcade School to be your opponents. The Blade Master and the Rakshasa shall test your mettle.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you serious?
Yeah, Reen, you and me locked in. Ha!
No way. This can't be real.
Well, you sure don't sound like you're kidding around.
I believe this will be to your benefit as well, Sarah. Laura, Fee, Reen, I believe you will all gain something from this.
Yeah, dude, a fucking spanking if I had to guess. Oh my god, really?
Viscount. Well, if you say so.
Right. There's no way I can afford to miss this.
Ah. All right.
I thank you for this opportunity.
Good. That's the spirit.
Demonstrate to us what you're capable of.
Bro, I don't have time to get everybody
Show us
equipped,
that you
though.
can reach the heights of skill.
Yeah!
No bonus AP in the fight, but you have to win to progress. Okay. Okay, I guess I can equip shit very well. All right, so hang on. Well, gee whiz. Well, this should be interesting, eh? HP 2. I mean, I feel like we might need some HP, bro. Yeesh! Yowzers! And do we have a break 3? We do. Also, I know this is probably fucking crazy talk, but maybe. Dude, I don't even know, man. I don't even know where to begin with Sarah. The shinning. Adamantine shield, really? No, we don't have another impede 3. Hear me out. Musei is the strongest character in the history of Trails. She uses her her walking lawsuit ability to shut everyone down, bro. Her walking lawsuit. Imagine. Oh, she's already got shining. Imagine that. Well, then never mind. There we go, so that works. But HP 3? I mean, dude, she's like Squish Supreme without it. We can do that then. We gotta have a shield 3. No, we don't, imagine. I mean, stack more health? Bro, fuck do I know. I have no idea, dude. And here I am overthinking everything again. We'll just leave shield 2, fuck it. This, however, that's most certainly getting changed out. Yeah, let's do an action 3, that works. Okay, evade 3. Okay, so action 3, move 2. I mean, if we're gonna build her like the build. Attacks, crafts, conceal or burn enemies. 30% chance. Very well. Oh, for realsies. Oh, it's because I have freeze 3 on the line. Imagine that. I just brain farted really hard. Oh, I had Lone Blade. That's what it was. But no, that doesn't seem like... No, because now his accuracy is like... Hang on. Let's, Did I accidentally take that off of him for some odd reason? Or did I not even have... Oh, no, I didn't because, Right, because of this. Yeah. Where's that evergreen? Give me my evergreens. I need them all. Everybody. Each and every one of you, give them back. All of them right now. Taking that from you, Kurt. Taking everybody's shit. Give me all your shit now. Now! I don't want to drop defense at all. Like, not in the slightest. Where's all my evergreens? I mean, are we gonna... She already... Okay, so that'll be fine if we just do... 56, so with Shining, that'll be 100% evasion. Neato. I don't know, again, I'm just gonna overthink everything as I often do. Perfect. And... I mean, I guess it's kind of a crapshoot here, right? There we go. There's that. Sure. All right, chat. Sorry, because, yeah, you know, the old hyper-focus mode kicked in. I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. Yeah. So that should be pretty good. Evades enemy magic attacks. That might help as well. Scold. Uh-huh. Hyperfocus. Hyperfocus. Don't let this message distract you. Never! Okay, now we really gotta go to tactics. Well. I mean, how will this work? I don't know. I guess we're about to find out now, aren't we? I just know that Fee needs to stay up there. I doubt this is gonna go well, but, I mean, that's why we save up first, right? Wait, they're not gonna let me... Oh, no, because... Fuck! Oh, hey, bet. Let's get... You sure you don't want to let me save first? Like, that would be awesome. No? Alright, we're fucking going for it. Let's do it.
I won't go easy.
Yeah.
This is a good opportunity.
Ah, yes, right. Zephyr Wing, 8 turns delay minus 50%, insight 2 turns, pretty good. 4 turns damage plus 60%. All right. Yeah, so we're basically not gonna break down their shield like whatsoever, right?
Scatter your foes!
Did you enjoy controlling Aurelian the Juno Fortress battle? Yo, Remu, she is OP beyond OP, dude. Like wildly OP, dude, for sure.
Roar! Helix strike!
Well done.
Okay, not bad.
I'll handle this.
Just chip away and do the chippy thing.
Let's go.
Lost Genesis? Excuse fucking me? Okay, let's see it. Bro, it's a black hole. We just took all of the planets.
Well done.
All right.
Yeah.
Not what I was hoping for, admittedly, but you know, here we are.
This one's on the house. Well done. Here's our chance. It's mine. Yeah.
Weak.
Well done.
Nice, was still able to counter.
Got it.
Bing, bang, boom.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Hold on, we're going to unbalance, yes, impede, yeah, huh? Okay.
Exterminating. Now. This one's mine.
Behold, the soul of our
He was secretly Sephiroth the entire time. Dude, Angelic Productions, I think we did. Like, we created the Brew Brew system. The Brew Brew Galaxy.
Radiant Phoenix Blade!
Bro, we broke him? Holy shit. I
Let's
didn't
go.
think that was gonna be fucking possible, like, at all. But very well. Now we got a fucking damage, huh?
It's down!
That wasn't very much damage. I'm scared. I mean, fuck a doodle do, right?
Time to get a little serious.
Might as well just go for it. I honestly didn't expect to break him. Dude, how do you think new Class 7 is going to respond to this? You're like, are you kidding me? Yeah, it was a 200 CPS craft.
Let's go.
My blade, calm as still water. Now!
Seventh slash! Fallen leaves!
Oh, do we do it? Yeah!
Impressive.
Yes!
Everyone okay?
Fuck yeah! Woo! Now that you're done, I can break the news to you. Despite the monster lineup, this is actually one of the easiest fights in the game. Even without the Sarah infinite trick, both your opponents are so easily breakable that they don't really put up a fight. Well, that's disheartening, Ocean Gale. Thank you for taking me down off of my hype pedestal. I always appreciate you. You're my anti-hype man. Love you. So much for seeing Victor's S-Craft. Yeah, you know what, DJ? I'm totally fine not seeing anybody's S-Craft used against me. because that means I could possibly die, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Arp and Zero, that's like 9 out of 10 times that's what ends up happening. We did some damage, but it's like they're from another dimension. I must say I'm impressed. Reen, you're displaying an admirable degree of control over your powers. Lovey, that was a really clean fight. You beat them in record time. I like that one better. But thank you, I love you. And Lore, your mastery of the Radiant Blade grows by the day. Don't lie to him like that. My anti-hype man just anti-hyped me, and I love him for it. Sir. Thank you both for the training. Oh, you're too kind. It was my pleasure. Master, I'm afraid I must take my leave. Laura, Purple Lightning, Sylphid, I'm sure I'll see you all again soon. I saw someone beat this fight using food on Nightmare and made it seem like a cakewalk. Really? Haha, she certainly knows how to make an exit. I hate to see her go, but I'd love to watch her leave. Perhaps it's time for me to do the same. Father? Viscount Arcade, you're not saying... I am. My blade has dulled considerably. I first noticed it a year and a half ago. Wait. The Infernal Castle. Oh, okay, so that is what happened. The Blazing Demon did this to you? Bro, that fucking fight, man. Yes, his black flames have taken a toll on my respiratory system. I'm fortunate in that it has only affected my swordsmanship, but I don't believe I will ever fully recover. Damn, bro. No. Like, literally, he sacrificed himself for us. Imagine that. This is a concern, but not an issue. What do you mean? A sword is not the only means of cutting down an opponent. All you need is purpose and opportunity. Discover these, and you will find a blade sharper than any steel. Though I'm sure you all know that full well. Dude, they just saw. They were like, hey, we saw what you guys just did. That's fucking nuts. Also, yes, this fight was easy. Look, man. Fine, I'll be my fucking own hype squad, all right? There. My own hype squad. I did it. I beat the Radiant Blip, the Drip Master, and Blip Master. I fucked it up already. I'm done. Pardon the intrusion. Nah, DJ? Hey, don't worry, DJ. I'm sure that there was other people that thought it was difficult. Tell that to the Red Sox. Bro, did they blow it? Come on. We can't lie to you? Yes, you can. You guys tell me I'm smart all the time, and we all know that that is a farce. Yeah, thank you, Remu. It can definitely give you trouble if you get going, if they get going for sure. Of course, DJ was not over level. Of course not. DJ does everything by the book, all right? Woo! We heard we had some special guests, so we just had to stop by. To be honest, we've been watching since the middle of the fight with Instructor Reen. Seriously, how do people even get that strong? I was unable to measure their power. I should have recorded the fight. Guys. I was so focused on the fight, I didn't even notice them. Well, I hope you were all able to learn something. It was a master class. Well, I played on PS4. I did not get 40 Shining Palms. Well, DJ should have played on PC. Could have gotten 40 Shining Palms. Actually, it was 46, by the way. I think I'm smart at not being smart. You know, Hunter of Sorrows? You and me. We are kindred spirits. The Sox have blinked 3 times. 1 for each Grand Slam they've hit this game alone. Wow, hold on. Lord Navas, you gotta say that again, dude. Well, DJ, then you don't get 46 Shining Palms. Sorry, not my fault. 12 runs this game alone? For the Sox or for the Astros? So wait, they hit 3 grand slams tonight too? Everything is on normal. Sorry, Neo. Most of us are conditioned to playing Nightmare. Yeah, dude, it's all good. Wait, so the Red Sox hit another 3 grand slams tonight? Holy shit, that's crazy. A win's a win. Be like Doobies try tie for win 1 in every 99 games. Dude, Ramil, that's what I'm saying. A win's a win. It doesn't take anything away from my experience if we're over-leveled or if we're under-leveled. By the way, Viscount, it's been quite some time since we last met. Ha, back in Heimdall, was it not? Matthias and Laura told me that you had taken up the Vander dual blade style, is that right? It is. You have a legacy to uphold. They say Roland Vander was an exceptional dual blade user. Ah. Wasn't he Prince Dreikel's friend and confidant? As a matter of fact, you all have an air of aptitude about you. Tell me, Reen, are they yours? They are. Viscount, allow me to introduce you to the new Class 7. It's pretty hype, dude. Not gonna lie. Well then, Sarah, we shall be going on ahead. We'll be waiting at Heimdall for you. Gotcha. I'll probably roll up sometime this evening. Thanks for all the hard work, Mr. Viscount. You're going to check in that exchange shop, Nine Valley, right? Oh, you gonna go see Jingo? That shop's got connections to the Bracer Guild. And on top of that, they're plugged into the information network. Sometimes even make deals with Jaegers, too. Oh, I've just got a message from an informant friend of mine named Mitched. But don't worry, don't worry your pretty little heads about it. Sorry, but that ain't happening. We may need to investigate such an intriguing shop. As I'm sure you're already aware, everyone is to meet in Heimdall, yourselves included. It seems we'll be able to fulfill our promise at last. Yeah, I suppose we can call the goddess's guidance. I'll get in touch with the others tonight. Gotcha, thanks. There's some things I want to talk about, but I'll wait till then. Fee. Yep. I heard from Sarah about Boss, Zeno, Leo, and also that man with the mask. And don't forget about Arby's. They have the meat. Ah. In addition, I have heard news of the Steel Maiden, but it's quite perplexing. Judging by what I was told, she seems to be legitimate. The Essenauer family's name was taken from the Maiden's own family name, Sandlot. Okay, so all the way back to Cold Steel... It was Cold Steel 1, right? When we went to Legram for the first time. And I think I had guessed, and I think Febs was in chat, and he was like, I think he's starting to get it. That's what I thought it was, admittedly. But now here we are, they finally explained it to you. That's wonderful. In that sense, it could be said we bear some relation to her. However, we must leave this topic for another day. Our duty now is to prepare for the crisis currently awaiting us. Yes, sir. Roger that. Roger Dodger. Well then, I'm off to go take care of some business myself. I'm planning to hop right on the train afterwards, so let's say our tearful farewells now. Sure thing. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for all your help. That's another one. I hate to see you go, but I'd love to watch you leave. Way you guys are talking, sounds like our next field exercises are going to be in Heimdall. Oopsie. We were careless. I see. Now I understand. Looking at the schedule, I expected another to be announced soon. Aw, please keep it a secret from everyone else, okay? It'll be announced on Wednesday along with the schedule and all the details. No worries, our lips are sealed. Fucking A. Afterwards, Toa went to the academy. And the students split up to each see to their own business. Game over, Sox won, GG's. It's already evening. Seems a little too early to go back to the dorm, though. I'm not likely to have a lot of free time at the start of next week, so I'd probably better take care of things now. Man, today's match sure was an unexpected blessing. I feel like I could finally apply the things I learned during my match with the maiden. Excuse me? Enhanced to 7th / shredded leaves. Really? Huh. All right. Well, gee willikers. Holy shit, man. Well. Let's give everybody their shit back while we're at it. That's not bad. Prevents faint. I mean, that's really not bad, dude. She would still be, you know, let's just do the old dubs. Dubs, evergreens. Fat leaves, ripped leaves, shredded leaves. Bye-bye leaves. No moss for you. He had on passion. Passion. I mean, that would be pretty batshit crazy too, admittedly. Do I leave an evergreen on Reen? I don't think so, but I don't know, admittedly. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Brigid Skuld. So that's still good. Zephyr, no, that's Gonzo. Give me back. Sirius, that's good. Doesn't really matter. Voigo. Minotauros. Scorpio. Wait, the Titans won? Yo, now I have to check really quick. Super rude, but I'm sure Stefan Diggs still had a fuck of a game and I still lost my father-in-law, but if I didn't, I'm gonna be pumped. Ah, no, I got smuckered. Imagine that. Yeah, 23 points, that blows. Nothing like losing. Yeah, he had like 96 in a TD. That is good though, dude. Dude, Lord Navasa, I did. So we're in a fantasy football league. It's called Family Feud, and it's like myself, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, brother and sister-in-law, some of my wife's cousins and uncles and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun though. All that matters though is that I gotta get into the playoffs and then fucking turn it on, baby. Oh, dude, you know what? Oh, this could be fucking risky, but yeah, dude, if I put domination on Reen and used Gale, that would be really neat. And then I keep Lone Blade on Ash. Yo, Remu, real talk though, basketball's my favorite sport. Celtics are my team of teams forever and always. I think I'm gonna do that. I know that's probably crazy talk, but I'm doing it. Poof! Imagine. Oh, did you Dark Fantasy Realms? All right, I can boogie down on that for sure. Hang on. Dunami. Well, if... Yeah, she's got it. We Gucci. We goody, fam. Although... Yeah, we'll do that hit 3 instead. That works for me. Domination only good on Reen if you use Arcane Gale. Can somebody drop the opinion? Please. Perfect. Unless I'm way out of line. Well, we can do some fishing. Oh my gosh, a bonding event with Sarah and Muse. Yeah, Sarah and Muse. Sarah and Muse. Okay, actually, hold on. Before I do that, though, quick bathroom break. Sorry, I'm hydrated. BRB. Okay. 9 volley first and foremost. Actually, wait a minute. Cause now I need to just double check. I have to make sure that there's no more gifts I can currently buy. Peckies. Me no need no peckies. I had domination on Ash, right on. I just did too, but I switched it. Actually, wait a minute. But wait, I have gold salmon. Excuse me. I have gold salmon. Oh, some cozy socks, huh? All right, no, we're all set. Let's get to getting. And that's everything Mitch wanted me to tell you. Sounds like things are getting a bit sticky over there. But yeah, I got you. I'll be careful over here too. Yeah, please do. I'm guessing they were talking about something related to the briefing. It would appear that enemy forces have been infiltrating Heimdall on a large scale. Seems like they've got even more military strength than our friends in Ouroboros. Military strength comparable to Erebonia's. The Bracer Guild dealing with a well-known info broker. I guess they're connected in more ways than I thought. Oh, Reen, what are you doing here? Nothing much. There was just some things I was concerned about. Looks like you're done with your errands. Are you headed to Heimdall now? Yep, that's the plan. I'm not in a huge hurry or anything, though. I was thinking I'd have a chat with the professor. Maybe check out his famous keep I've heard so much about. I'm still so fired up from earlier, though. I thought I'd blow off some steam with a bit of training. Oh. You should probably kick back and relax for today, though. I'll be looking forward to seeing you in Heimdall again. She's still fired up? Moister than an oyster. Maybe I should join her? In a tubby for two? Instructor, would it be okay if I joined you? My students took care of today's trial at the keep, so I'm getting the urge to do some training myself. Let's do some training. I'm sorry. Green, all right, you got it. Let's get to it then. Then afterwards, let's have a chat with the professor. Brown chicken, brown cow. With Sarah in tow, Reen visited Professor Schmidt and talked about challenging the keep again. Yeah, but Arp and Zero, maybe Professor Schmidt is just a cameraman. Maybe that's his thing. He was reluctant at first, given that the test was over at noon and he hadn't gotten any of the results yet. Since level 4 was under maintenance, he gave permission to go to the even more dangerous sub-route. Ah, the old dungeon crawl. It's the old dungeon crawl, brother. So this is what this place looks like on the inside. It's just as crazy as I was told. Yeah, and I can sense a lot of monsters too. They seem just as fierce as the ones from this afternoon, if not more so. This trial is byproduct of today's main test. It is reduced in scale, but the threat level is greatly increased. I'm looking forward to seeing what manner of data you'll provide with me. Try to last as long as you can. Reen's like, I'm gonna try my best, but she's a fucking smoke show, sir. I really don't like the way he said that, but we kind of asked for this, so we'll just have to finish it. This looks like it's going to be a rough ride, but that's just the way I like it. Yep. Uh-huh. Show me how much better you've gotten, Reen. Like, everything about this conversation is nothing but a fucking innuendo. Like, all across the board. You bet, let's move.
Let's...
Yeah, that works. That's not gonna fucking matter. Let's just go to the go-go. He'll tell you which positions are optimal, of course he would.
Sit.
No, I ain't got time for your problems. Sorry.
Yeah!
Whew, let's rest here.
No, let's go now. What in the world, duckbill platypus? Here's the last trial. Yeah, let's get to it.
That's a strong one. Let's kick its ass.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot, actually. Matter of factly. I'm gonna try and hold off, and...
Second form, Gale!
kind of what I was hoping for.
This one's mine. It's my turn. Scatter your foes.
I mean, I know there's only 2 of us, but...
Yeah.
Yeah!
I'll shred you to pieces. Now.
An opening!
Oh, yeah!
I'm up!
Wampa.
Sit! It's my turn! Get back! It's down!
This one's mine. I got this. Scatter your foes. Light speed flash. It's my turn. Here's our chance.
I mean...
An opening!
Yeah, dude.
This is the end.
It's my turn! It's down!
Dude, these
This
poor
one's
things are
mine.
just like... Some old dude with a monocle and a fucking pocket watch dragged us in here, and now here we are.
Sarah.
You sure have grown up.
That was a toughie. Good thing I had you here. So you say, but you barely broke a sweat. Didn't we just go up against the Viscount in general? Crap! Don't tell me I really am getting old. Please, you're fine. I've just been training here longer. And just so you know, I'm happy I could do this with you, instructor. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Reen. You're officially completed the alternate route for level 4. I'm satisfied with the data obtained, but what was little more than curiosity on my part. I'll be returning to the lab to further parse the results. That will be all. Uh-huh. You're welcome, I guess. Ew, once an ass, always an ass. Tell me about it. I'm sure glad we did it, though. You doing anything in particular after this? Drinking with me, I hope? I'm heading to Heimdall, but it's no rush. In fact, I could go for a nice pick-me-up first. A nice pick-me-up, by that do you mean? Come with me, it'll be my treat. Let's go. After that, the 2 of them left the keep. Let's not get it twisted here, fam. Vita, waifu. Sarah, soulmate. There's a huge difference. And headed exactly where Reen suspected.
Cheers!
Fuck yeah! So, Dark Fantasy Realms, in all honesty, I had thought about, like, Reen and Sarah at the end of Cold Steel 1, but it was in Nord and Cold Steel 1, that moment with Reen and Elisa, like, that's what did it for me. Kiss, kill, and marry? Bro, Jesus fuck, man. Kiss Vita. Marry Sarah. Kill Elisa? I'm sorry. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. I know, but like, that's a tough one. I had to do what I had to do. This is me we're talking about. We're not talking about Reen. Reen, for our entire playthrough of Cold Steel, it's all Elisa. Y'all wanted honesty? Y'all got honesty. Kenshi, I'm still locking in Reen and Elisa forever, dog. But like me, Sarah's soulmate, fam. It's just surprising that all since you love Sarah so much. Well, like, dude, so Dark Fantasy Realms, I've said this from the rip, like, once I met Vita, I was like, holy fuck, like, legit my first ever video game crush. But Sarah, she's like my soulmate, dude. Her and I are like kindred spirits. Nothing beats the first beer after a hard day's work. It's like the golden water of life. It gives me the wings to fly right into tomorrow. I didn't think it was possible, but you've somehow gotten even better at drinking. Don't forget that you're taking the train after this. I know, I'm just having one. Sorry for making you join me, even though you can only have that non-alcoholic shit. Well, I have some work to do when I get home. And I don't really mind. I'm still having a good time. You sound so mature. You should be enjoying the privilege of drinking. I'd like to see Sarah and Shura drink together. Yeah. And Aina? Bro, that would be something to see. Man, isn't it funny, though? If not for random chance, I never would have gotten to share a drink with you on my way home from work. Yeah, I guess so. The lounge in the Durflinger has a different kind of charm to it. Fuck yeah, it does, dude. Want me to guess what you're thinking of right now? Give me a break. You're unleashing your inner old... you're unleashing your inner old man. You weren't like this the other night. Beer and spirits should be enjoyed in different fashions. But it's true, you really have grown up. You have some tough students, but you're doing a good job teaching and guiding them. You overcame the issues in Lemaire and saved the people of my hometown. In fact, you may have already surpassed me as an instructor. I think I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Like my students, I'm still in the process of learning as a member of Class 7. It's only thanks to everyone's help that we were able to make it through everything. In that sense, I pale in comparison to the person I strive to become. So, who do you strive to become? Isn't that obvious? You, of course. Me? Oh, stop. Sheesh, I gotta start taking you seriously. Huh? What did you say? Nothing.
Hey, no need to hold back. Have another.
Yes?
Let's make it a real beer this time, huh?
I still have work to do. I love Sarah, dude. Sarah out here redeeming chugs is right, bro. After that, Reen walked the slightly drunk Sarah to the station. He put his hands upon her hips. When she dipped, he dipped, they dipped. For the record. Reen promised Sarah that they would see each other again soon and saw her off at the train station. Oof, almost fully locked and loaded. Imagine. We're almost there. We're almost there. And then... That's I could do Kurt, but sorry, Kurt. It's nothing personal. Hey, Walter. What's up, big guy? You all right? Cool. Just checking. Oh-ho. Hang on, then. It's the bath. That was a pretty intense battle. Maybe I should head in and wash off my sweat. So we shall. It's nice to see all the students growing up. Each and every one of them has made progress one way or another since they started here. At this rate, not just Class 7, but all of our students will. Lozenge. No one's here. Looks like I've got the whole bath to myself. I hope that's okay. That's Tita's voice. She must be done with her maintenance. I guess the training must have pooped her out. What? Tita, are you okay? Instructor Reen? I'm okay. I just slipped and fell into the bath. Stay calm and take deep breaths. That's why she's coughing. She has water in her lungs, Reen. Bad idea. She can't breathe. Are you bleeding? I can go to get Lindy if you need her. Dude, Tita's so fucking cute though, bro. Sorry to cause so much trouble. It's fine as long as you're okay. You are sure you're okay, right? If you've got even a little suspicion you're hurt, you should go and see the nurse. I'm okay. I really am okay, I promise. I think the worst thing that happened was that I swallowed some of the water. Well, that's a relief. But you know, you really are dependable, Instructor Reen. Just now, you were quick to give good advice. I can see why Muse and Yuna put their trust in you. Well, I've still got a lot to learn about being an instructor. I don't even know if Yuna and Ash have fully accepted me just yet. I don't think you should worry about that. Instructor Reen, you really remind me of my two favorite people. Oh, are they the ones you were giving the presents to? Right. These two, they're sort of like my big brother and sister. A calm and composed big brother and a big sister as reliable and as bright as the sun itself. I need them back in my life. I get the same feeling from you, Instructor Reen. Why, thank you, I'm honored. Best Estelle, she really is, man. Oh, incredible. You're talking about Estelle and Joshua Bright, aren't you? Don't worry, I didn't get that from the Intelligence Division. Their father, Brigadier General Cassius Bright, also studied at the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School. Ah, that does sound familiar. I don't know him directly, but I've heard my master talk about him. That's why I know about those two. Joshua's originally from Erebonia, right? Yeah. They're both bracers, so they tried to get into the Empire to help the Bracer Guild, but for some reason they couldn't get a permit for the authorities, or from the authorities. I see, they're probably under heavy surveillance along with your best friend. They're being treated as wild cards and could disrupt the political situation in Erebonia. I thought that might be the case. Both of them, no, all three of them are amazing people who saved all of Liberl from danger. Just like the birdcage around Crossbell, they're being prevented from getting into Erebonia. Why do they have to? It'll be okay. A chance will come. Hamel was blocked off for years, but we were able to take the whole branch campus there. Okay, chill, Tita. Ren didn't do any of the saving in Liberl. Literally was part of the problem. Oh? I and many other people are all working towards change here in Erebonia. Prince Oliver at the Bracers, people affiliated with Thor's. Hey, Neo, new pick your poison for you. Hurt Tita and deal with Agate, or B, hurt Elise and deal with Reen. Also, no Zerum usage. Well, who's the one doing the hurting? This is a very sick pick your poison, I will have you know, Remu. Oh, it would have to be me? Gee willikers, you guys are gonna hold me to this one too, huh? I'm gonna go with Hurt Elise and deal with Reen. Sorry, I'm not that attached to Elise. However, I'm incredibly attached to Tita. Ain't no way I'm dealing with Agate. Facts. Or Erica, for that matter. That is the correct answer. That is an opinion. Facts. Yeah. Prince Oliver at the Bracers, people affiliated with Thor's, even people in Liberl and Crossbell, we're all working together. And I believe no matter how complicated, how frighteningly difficult this situation becomes, we'll overcome it. I know we will. So take a deep breath and keep going. And keep doing what you can to help out. We'll change things one day. Yes, of course. Now we all go get a chalky milk. Sorry to get into such serious topics in the bath. Oh no, it's okay. I feel better after talking about this with you. I'm glad. I appreciate your determination, but don't forget you're still a student here. Agate told me to keep an eye on you and to make sure that you don't overdo it. And don't forget to be careful in the bath, okay? I feel like I've got another person who worries about me now. I'll take the advice to heart. Oh, Muse. Dala and Amul Thomas. Are those Vantage Master cards? What are you up to, Muse? Oh, just a little fortune telling. I heard you could use these cards like you would tarot cards. Ren the hero, personally, I don't like Agate and Tita's relationship. So Ren, my stance on their relationship is that Agate views Tita as a little sister, somebody to protect. And Tita looks at Agate like, I'm in love with you, Agate. Like, we're gonna be BFGF, or we're gonna get hitched one day. I'd prefer it if they kept it as a sibling relationship, for sure. That's how I view it, personally. The future? You mean like field exercises? Something like that. Although I'm having trouble interpreting the meaning behind the cards. Let's just say it means your destiny is in your own hands. I'm not sure I've got any clue either, but she seems to be deep in thought. Oh, I hear you're really good at Vantage Masters. How about we take a break and have a match? Why, I'd be honored to have a match against you, Instructor Reen. All I ask is that you be gentle with me. It is my first time. Tita's bomb intensifies. And so Reen and Muse prepared their decks and began their duel. It was a fierce battle with no clear winner right up to the final turn, and in the end, Neo has an itchy nose. Our masters destroyed each other. That makes it a tie, no? I didn't expect such a heart-pounding match. You're amazing, Instructor. Haha, so are you, Muse. I remember thinking this when we were at the casino in Raquel. Notice how I didn't say Raquel? It's Raquel, actually. Arpenzero, got you. But you sure are good at these kinds of games, aren't you? Is it your grandfather's influence? Indeed, he taught me a lot about card and board games. My father would often play against me, too, before he passed away, that is. Your father? He passed away about 10 years ago, didn't he? Yes, I was about 5 or 6 at the time. He trained me so well, I would occasionally beat him in chess, too. Wow, I guess even at a young age you were very talented. So then, when are you planning to show us your true strength? Ah, he knows, dude. Oh, I'm sure I've no idea what you're talking about. I could tell you weren't giving it your all in our match. You were much more fearsome as an opponent when you were up against the Jaeger at the casino. Like I said before, everyone in Class 7 supports each other. If they're giving it everything they've got on your behalf, isn't it unfair if you don't do the same? You truly are amazing. I would be more than honored to show the full extent of my gambling abilities. However, there will be one condition. A condition? The winner will get to make one demand of the loser. That's... A serious bout should feature a serious prize, wouldn't you agree? Should you manage to win, I'll do anything you ask. Anything at all. Even a Dutch rudder. Maybe even a dirty pelican. Whether your request is to spend a romantic evening with me under the stars, or if you want me to tell you the reason why Eustace and Patrick were acting the way they were in Lemaire. Sus. Honestly, I was curious about that. Is something going on? That said, I'll put a handicap on myself. If you manage to defeat me once out of 3 games, you shall have your reward. However, if I win all 3 games, I shall be the victor and take you as my prize. Dark Fantasy Realms? I'm sorry. Well, you're that confident, huh? I wasn't there when you saw that scene with Muse. What did you think about it? Are you talking about like that moment? Hair down, top down, screaming out, money ain't a thing? It blew my mind, dude. Like, that was that was the end of chapter, like, the end of chapter 3 absolutely melted my brain. And I still, like, I think I put, like, my head hit the pillow at like 1:30 a.m. and I didn't fall asleep till probably 2 because everything that had transpired made my head fucking spin. And then, like I had talked about with Ocean Gale, it's, dude, she's just like 2,000 IQ chess player. And I have this theory that this is one of Olivier's, or this is one of Olivert's moves. Just a thought. But this is one of Olivert's moves. This is his chess piece that he's playing. Well, maybe not Muse. Muse is not his chess piece per se, but in the grand scheme of things, like, it totally, to me, feels like an Oliver move. I just need to win once out of 3 games, but even that might prove a challenge. Alright, I'll agree to your terms. There's no way I can back down now. Alright, let's get our decks out and do this. Very well, if that's what you want, and I won't hold back. And so the 3 matches began with Reen and an unfettered Muse. They both used unopened decks that they hadn't seen before. Though Reen was unfamiliar with the cards, the decks were equal in power. However, an advantage to end the match, your master is defeated. I activate Kyria Bell's skill, and your master is no more. You got me again. And this brings us to our final match. As things stand, I feel I'll be able to win this final match with ease. Man, these decks should be pretty even, but you're still destroying me. Who knew experience with games would make such a huge difference? I sincerely doubt you will be able to turn the tides at this point. Whatever will you do now? This was never a fair matchup to begin with, so if you forfeit now, I'll cancel our... No, it's still too early to throw in the towel. I've got 1 card in my deck I can use to turn things around. If I manage to draw it before you defeat me, I can use it to make a comeback. Oh? I suppose you're right. Your chances of winning are greater than 0, if only slightly. That's all I need. Unfortunately, I'm not the type to give up. Let's take this match to its end, Muse. Bring it on. Reen used every card in his hand to desperately parry each of Muse's advances. And at the final turn, before his master's health was depleted, it arrived. I got it! I summoned Grion. It attacks your master twice. My master's health is 0. I lose. Haha, I actually did it. She let you win, bro.
Seems I underestimated you. I didn't think you could pull off such a comeback. I had full control of the board, yet you still managed to thread a narrow path to victory.
Yeah, but it came down to the wire. In the end, I had to rely on my luck. Your ability to analyze a situation and predict your opponent's actions is amazing, but not everything can be planned out. As we've seen on our field exercises, unexpected events can happen at any time. Understood. It was a fine lesson, instructor. I will keep it near to my heart. Now, what will you have as your prize? I was the one who set the rules for our matches, so please don't hold back. Tell me whatever it is your heart desires. Though I'm certain you plan to ask about... No, I won't. He's gonna ask about her dad. I'm curious about the circumstances at Lemaire, but I'm sure that there's an important reason that Eustace and Patrick wouldn't say anything. I don't feel like it's right for me to ask about it like this. But more importantly, I'm glad I was able to bring the best out of you. Nothing could make me more proud as an instructor. Oh? Oh yes, how very like you, instructor. And that is the reason I want you for the future. And yet a promise is a promise. Please choose one of these 2 cards. Huh? What are you up to? When this card leaves play, draw a card. Oh, dude, for sure. Fifinol. You choose Fifinol. So, you win. And you win the I'll wear my school uniform and clean your ears prize. Really? Hold on a minute. I really don't need a prize, and there's no use trying to refuse. After all, it would bring shame to a woman of the Empire were she not to keep her promises. Surely you're not trying to make me do anything shameful, Instructor Reen? No, but...
Well then, I'll go get changed, so please lie down.
Jesus. She is wildly thirsty. I mean, low-key, if I knew that my wife wasn't gonna fucking blow my eardrum, I'd let her clean my ears. In a school uniform. A private girls' school uniform. Yeah, I would totally be down with it, for sure. Is that a bonk? Yeah, definitely. Deservedly so. And so, Reen was forced to receive Musei's prize. Yeah, it's definitely earning of a bonk. It may have been relaxing if he didn't have to constantly be on the lookout for others. What the fuck, dude? I love it. Wow, Max with Musei. Neo, do you want to know the other thing? Like if I had chosen the other card? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, what was it? Excuse me. The other card made her wear a swimsuit and scrub your back. Really? Bro, what would you guys prefer? The ear clean or the bathing suit? Admittedly, I think the ear clean is kind of strange, but, you know, I don't know. The better card? Yeah, I'm with you. That's for me, too. Yeah, dude, exactly. Get something out of it. Should I head back to my room and get ready for tomorrow? DJ says neither, as if she has a choice. If you do that bonding event, you don't have a choice. Can't just do neither. It wasn't until I came to North America that I realized people don't usually clean other people's ears like that, apparently. Is that, like, legit question? Is that something that they do in the East? Like, is that like an Eastern culture thing? Somebody else cleans your ears? If we're the same age, I'll take the scrub-a-dub. Arpenzero, I dig it. Bro, you know that's our boy, Elliot. Basically, everyone I know in China grew up having their ears cleaned by someone else exactly like that. Huh. Very interesting.
That song was called Under the Bright Shining Sky, and it was beautifully performed by a remarkable young musician named Elliot Craig. Speaking of the sky, his popularity has been skyrocketing. Fun fact, the piano accompaniment was played by his sister, a famous pianist in her own right. Rumor has it, he'll be releasing a new record soon, and I absolutely cannot wait. Next up, we've got some letters from our listeners. Let's see.
Wow, his music's getting played on Aubin time. Elliot must be really giving it his all. And the piano accompaniment must have been Fiona. I'm glad the two of them can play together. It'd be great to hear him play live. Maybe I'll ask him about it when I see him in Heimdall.
Our next letter comes to us from Fluffy Mint in the Heimdall area. Good evening, Miss Misty. I always look forward to your show. I'm a student at a certain academy, and I can't stop thinking about one of my instructors.
Please say Randy.
I've been trying to make a move on him, but he just won't take me seriously. What should I do, Miss Misty? Ah, some romantic advice, is it? Secret love between teacher and student. Oh, how bittersweet.
He's like, I am sex machine. Sex machine.
But she called him her instructor. Does that mean she goes to some special school? The plot thickens. Well, I really shouldn't, but why not try getting him alone next week during the capital's summer festival?
Please be Randy.
Don't be too aggressive out of the gate. Remember, you're teacher and student, so take advantage of that and work from there.
Bro, Vita is just trying to up the thirsto-meter.
Let's say he's, I don't know, a history teacher. Ask him about something related to class, like the history of Heimdall, as the two of you walk together. If you keep spending time with him like that, then maybe by the time you graduate, you'll have found your way into his heart. Just kidding. Oh, and I hope none of you out there are thinking, worry about yourself before you give relationship advice to others. Because I'll have you know, my heart already belongs to all my dear listeners, and that's more than enough for me. Now, moving right along?
Yeah, just moving casually. Just moving right along. Fluffy Mint. Could she have been any more obvious? And Misty's advice was way too on the nose. Yeah.
about wraps up this week's show. Like I mentioned earlier, Heimdall's Summer Festival starts next week. I hope you're all able to enjoy the festivities, and maybe have a tearful reunion with some old friends.
We in, boys. We're all the listeners. I need a fake name. Oh, I know. I'll describe my hair. Muse literally just messing with Reen at this point. Yep. Dude. Fucking A.
Summer's finally in full swing now, but keep an eye out for sudden shifts in the weather and make the most of your time.
Is there gonna be fog?
My name is Misty, and I'll be signing off. I hope to see you all again next Aubin time.
Shifts in the weather? What did she mean by that? No, I shouldn't put too much weight into her words. I'm swamped with grading tests, Panzer Soldat training, and field exercises as it is. Oh, and I made that promise to Toa, too. Alright, everything should be set now. Oh, it's almost time. Yo! God, I can't wait to see you guys. Oh, there he is. Good evening, Reen. It's good to see you again. Hey, Elisa, you too. Emma and Machias. Sorry I'm a little late. Elisa, I'm just gonna come clean and tell you now. I got smooched up by Claire and Instructor Sarah. And I love you. No worries. We just started the call now. It's been about a month and a half since we met in Crossbell, though. Oh, I'm guessing you turned into Aubin time, right, Reen? Oh, yeah, you too, Machias? Her timing is too perfect to be coincidence. I was listening too, and that woman is so frustrating. I have a very important question about this scene. How does Celine have her own screen on the round of 7? Does she have her own Arcus? Why is she not in Emma's frame? Did Oliver and Celine as a contact into the app? Bro, maybe. Huh. Celine. Susleen. That's why. Good answer. Oh, Victoria's Secret are... Yeah, already beat me to it. Good answer. We're running all over trying to find her, and she's just taunting us over the radio. Oh, can she? Elisa, I missed you. It does relieve me to hear her voice every week, though. Her broadcasts are pre-recorded, right? I wonder if anyone knows where she is. I have been considering trying to track her from the recording she leaves. It would probably be better to ask Elisa about her father another time. What's wrong, Reen? Oh, it's nothing. Ah, right. Our next field exercises are going to be in Heimdall. Ah, really? Excellent. That means we can begin preparing for Class 7's reunion. It feels like it's been forever since the last time we were all together. Yeah, so true. We need to decide on a place and time. Let me know as soon as you figure something out. We'll need to contact the others, Elliot, Gaius, Eustace, and Milliam. Uh-huh. Oh, right. Will Fee, Laura, and Instructor Sarah be there with you, Reen? I've heard some crazy rumors. Oh, actually, before we get to that, care to tell us about Fluffy Mint from the radio? Bagged. Bagged. She's like, yo. Knows all about it. Busted, son. It was Randy. She was talking about Randy, I swear. So it was you she was talking about after all. I figured that was the case as soon as Misty mentioned the capital. Now I'm curious, give us the details, Reen. Is she one of the students who just joined your class? Well, I can't say for sure that it was her just yet. It's probably just Misty trying to mess with me. That is definitely something I can see her doing. Oh, Muriel? Hell yeah, dude. After Reen had finished preparing for the next day's class, he met with Toa on the roof of the school building. Together they prepared for the astronomy lesson before the students arrived. What a beautiful song, dude. Excuse me. All right, everything looks good now. Reen, can you come give it a look too? Sure thing. Wow, this is amazing. The sky's just full of stars. It feels like I could reach out and touch them. Right? Tonight's a perfect night for stargazing. Thank you, Reen. I'm so glad you went through the trouble of fixing my grandfather's telescope. No, thank you, Toa. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to get such an amazing look at this starry sky. I guess we helped each other out then. But really, thank you, Reen, for always giving me strength and courage. I'm really grateful to you, even from back when we were students. Toa. Oh, there they are. Oh, sup, fam? This is where we're doing the astronomy lesson, right? Looks like we walked in on quite the moment. Speaking of Muriel, there's a hilarious bonus scene you missed out on the back of Crossbell when Tio first went to the Derflinger and with Elisa and Sharon. Rainey found out Sharon's age and was about to hit on her, then Tio immediately pulls out her Arcus and quickly dialed Muriel, casually mentioning that she and Sharon are the same age, so she should definitely know too, while Randy immediately starts begging her for his life. Wow, dude, really? So how did I miss out on it exactly? Was it a bonding moment, or was it just like something I missed out on? This song is gorgeous. Oh, just ambient dialogue? Okay. That's for sure. Settle down, guys. Looks like everyone's here now, so let's get started. Wow, it's beautiful! Yuna, I believe it's proper to let the youngest go first. Oh, so you're going to be the youngest when it's convenient for you. Is that it? It's been heavily implied since Azure that there's something romantic going on between Randy and Muriel, although they both deny it. I could see it. My, but it truly is a gorgeous starry sky we have over us tonight. Watch out for changing weather.
I gave up on having this lesson at first, but we were able to make it happen anyway. Now I know that we can overcome anything together.
Dude, if there is any bear... Bro, we fucking had our sword get its tip back from friendship. Anything is possible, all right? Yeah, let's keep doing our best. Together. Fuck yeah. The extracurricular lesson turned out to be a big success. Dude, it's true. I do love friendship. Dude, Lord Navasa, we did grow just the tip. Just to see if everybody was on board with the idea. And the branch campus's bonds were even stronger for the next field exercises. I do love friendship, I'm not gonna lie. I really do dig friendship. And you know what, fam? This is gonna be the wrap-up. Perfect. Perfect timing. Because I'm sure if we continue on, there's gonna be even more dialogue, etc., etc., and we won't be able to save for a hot minute. So, unfortunately, that being said, we're gonna wrap things up on the friendship note. Know what I'm saying? Who's on? Ooh, Phantasmagoria? No thanks, dude. Oh, how about... Okay, I want to make sure that she's still going to be on, though, so hang on. Yeah, okay, so... Alright, calm down, phone. Gee willikers. No need to celebrate. Okie dokie. Wait. Caps are locked. That's my bad. Also, quick tip, Sora drops tonight. Yes, this is true. See you tomorrow and hope Youngblood is better tomorrow. Dude, I hope so too, man. I'm fearing he's going to have a couple of shiners, though, from where he hit his nose. But we're going to turn things over to Reisna. I'm not positive she's doing something with her static, but she's playing some Final Fantasy XIV. She is a wonderful, wonderful friend. A great VTuber as well, dude. So I would most certainly encourage any and all of you to drop by and say hello if you have not met her before. But guys, thank you. Another incredible night. Apologies, obviously, There were some extenuating circumstances. We started a little bit later than I would have wanted to, but that being said, dudes, it's Tuesday, so happy Tuesday. I hope you and yours stay safe, stay excellent. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Same great time, same great place. I love you guys. Be good. See you tomorrow, guys.